what we do here. So please help us to like and share, guys. So we know we have a lot of people who before they are not on this trend, but right now they're on this trend because they see how dedicated the obedience are. They see, they see this thing. So please help us to like and share so we can reach more people. The more people we get to, the more people that can come on this side, the better for us. So we can have overwhelming votes. I know a lot of people are concerned about the rigging of the election and all of that. But the truth is, there's something they call overwhelming votes. If the vote is so overwhelming, it's going to be difficult for them to rig it. So please, guys, let's continue to do this. Thank you very much, and God bless you. And do not forget to use the $ to the right on the comment section. Support us, guys. We cannot do this without you. To all who have given us a super chat so far today, God bless you. I really do appreciate you. I really appreciate you. Honestly, thank you so much, and God bless you for real. Thank you, guys. Thank you to everyone once again. I can see we have more people on the comment section. Please endeavor to like and share this broadcast. Thank you. Namdi Ifekandu, I see you right there. Guy Onwanlele, I see you too. My assistant captain. Thank you very much. I see Asabosa right there. Thank you, Asabosa. And also thank you for the super sticker earlier today. God bless you. Femi Bash is also right there. Joseph Orji is right there. Bella Naomi is right there. Jeku Obedient, I see you right there. Thank you so much for being here, Jonichi Ofeli. Thank you to everyone on the comment section. I see Big Uyi right there. Good evening to you. Vero Ogbe, thank you so much for being here. Fortune H, I see you too. Thank you all so much for being here with me. I really do appreciate every single one of you. I can see Petra David too. Thank you guys so much, and God bless you for always doing this with us. Rita Adams, Unstoppable. Thank you guys so much. Do you think that Abba Kyari should be extradited to the US? What do you think about that? I would like to hear what you guys think. A lot of people have different notion concerning that right now. Emeka, I see you, Emeka. Good evening to you. Thank you for being here with me. I really do appreciate every single one of you. Let's move straight to the next person we have here, which is Mr. Charles. Good evening to you, Mr. Charles. Thank you for being here with me. Please go ahead and make your submission.
Thank you, Sister Kachi.
How are you doing today?
Good morning from here.
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
You're loud and clear. Please go ahead and make your submission.
Yeah, actually, I've not been coming in, going out, but let me say it is. You see, let me start from Wike's case. Wike, I don't think Nigeria should continue paying attention to Wike because Wike cannot tell us that he just become a billionaire overnight because he's a governor. So he's among we should focus on how to see if our principal can succeed. I listened to one of the panelists here concerning what P2B said about electricity. He didn't say he will fix it in 5. He said within 5 years, which is and he wasn't like he just say that within 5 years before their office will finish in 5 years, their tenure will finish within these 4 years, they will fix it. And the young man, everybody should know that the man really mean business because no one is paying him. All this journey, all this travel, all these places he has been going, seeing people, meeting people, and the questions have been asked. He can decide not to do it, like every other aspirant. No one will force him. But with seeing someone who is genuine, who want to gather ideas, if there's anything maybe the things he don't know, maybe through meeting people, he will listen to people and see where they're coming from, see there are many things that is happening in Nigeria that as a government you may not know. But by through all these things he has been doing, many people will ask him questions, many people will tell him the things he don't even, maybe his mind doesn't even go to those things. So I think people should give him credit because it's not easy. It's not easy to do what he has been doing. It's not easy. And again, uh, Nigeria, we all know Nigeria has not been working. If our leaders, we have good, credible leaders, they should know that government is a business. Government is not just come and sit down. Government is a business, invest and make money. Where things are here, so here in Australia, the government of Australia know that it's business. That is why everything, even if the government, they have put everything in place. Government don't need to be there for things to work. They have set the motion. It just be running. Everything, all the institutions are being managed by individuals. But in Nigeria, it's found that everything government is involved. And I like what Peter Obi said. There's someone asking him about Nigeria Airways and the other things. He made it clear to them because government do not get involved to some things in their country. They should allow private sectors, and all they should do is regulate, to put laws that will govern those things. Not but in Nigeria, government, they are involved in education. The federal government is involved in education, are involved in everything because they are corrupt. There is nobody check them. There's no check and balance. Everybody comes and do whatever you like, and you go. That's the end of it. And again, why things are not working in Nigeria? Mainly, it is Nigerians because, like what someone say, we don't want sacrifice. We don't want to die. We just watch things happening, things that are not supposed to happen. It happens in Nigeria, and Nigerians are keeping quiet. Nigerians just take it like that, and then you see it has become a normal. Nobody talk. Nobody. We are in which country that every day the citizens will be dying? Every day the governors and leaders will be going, they are going to be going to the hospital overseas, and there is no hospital in their country, and their leaders, the students are on strike, their own children are studying overseas. Which country can these things happen? It's only in Nigeria these things can happen. Eh? In other places, if these things happen, the citizen will shut down the country and demand for their resignation. In Nigeria, it happened. Nothing, not nobody will talk. Even the worst part of it is this: if you try to talk in Nigeria, some people will make it like, is it only you? Is it only that is affected? Honestly, we have kept quiet for a long time. If I wish that Nigerians will rise up and demand for what belongs to them, demand for their country, demand for their rights, because that is why we elect them. The job of a government is protect life and property and make things running, create enabling environment for citizens, and provide social amenities. But in Nigeria, no. The people that enjoy it are the children of the politicians and politicians themselves. Honestly, Sister Kachi, let me end up here because I want to sleep now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Charles, for even coming here at all. Thank you so much. God bless you for doing this with me today. Thank you. I'm going to go
Hello?
straight to Omoye's Corner. Omoye's Corner was here before, but she was called upon, but unfortunately, we lost her here. Omoye's Corner, are you ready for me now, please? Omoye's Corner, oh, are you ready now, please?
I'm sorry, oh my people. I did here. Can you guys
Please,
hear me?
I can hear you. Please go ahead and make your submission.
Thanks for waking up.
Oh my God. I only had 3 hours barely of sleep.
Sorry,
Oh my God. But it was
sorry.
fun, no. I'm not gonna lie. They arrange for LA. The people when they arrange LA, they do well. They do river. We drink, we chop, we belly full. All the LA people, hailing no, I dey hail now. I can't wait for him to show up at the Bay Area. Honestly. On to today's matter. Yeah. All these people, them. Nigeria needs to absolutely. Please let me preface this by saying this one first. So please let me brag on our incoming a little bit. Okay? Let me brag on our incoming. Man, I beg Nigerians. Oh my God. This is your man. You don't need a soothsayer. You don't need a prophetess for those people that like to go and see prophets. You don't need anybody. You don't need any babalawo in the corner for those of you that do babalawo things. You don't need any woli for those of you that are Muslims. You don't. Whichever one you are practicing, you don't need an intermediary. This man, the type of grace he carries is not small, my people. I say, to take picture with her yesterday, see crowd everywhere he goes. Do you know the amazing thing when I arrived, because I stayed in the same hotel where they did the thing, as they come, nas himself just they come. He was at the front desk at the lobby area they're trying to sort out his room and everything. This man was tired. I see him, hey, small mind, say, may I take a picture with this man? I can say, I look if it's a con. And then there were people all around him. Anyway, they now ushered him quickly away before people dive the man. When he started speaking, and they now said, this man, oh my God, you know, this man went to each table to take pictures with people. He said to everybody, like, he's going to be here whenever anybody needs him. For as long as we need him, he's going to be around. My goodness. A man that says he does not need honorary doctorate degrees. When he was governor, they were dashing it to him, left, right, center. He said, Mbano, I will read for it if I want it. I digress. Mona no verse, I brag on this man. Abemona no verse, but I have to. I can't contain myself. Then after he now said that, he now went, after when he first came, he shook hands with everybody as he came. This hall full, I don't know, I've never seen any human being like that. This man shook hands with literally everyone that came. Before he now proceeded to talk about what he wants, and we've all heard most of what, the good things he wants to do for the country and all of that. And prior to that, need I mention, he just wrapped up an interview with Adiola, okay, before he came. My goodness. When he now finished, he now came around and started taking pictures. As he was taking pictures, people will rush. They push. If they ever push me, come out to, I say, hell, see, they don't let me take picture, but I manage. I still try. Whether I go see the picture now, I don't know, my people. Yesterday till 1 or 2 a.m., people were waiting, but that man has grace, uncommon grace. That kind of man, they know the follow and drag anything. You see the force behind him, the volcano, the tornado, every element of this world they behind that man. Anybody when do anyhow, guess what? You go see anyhow for not being go do one. The elements go deal with the person. I'm telling you, that man is the man of the hour. He's the man of today. Any Nigerian that wants making life better, make the life of his children better. Hey, if you mistake, collect million for corner. Can't say you want to, after collect, you want to now bring in ancestor. God forbid, I reject it. I don't even want to think about it. Okay, for your pockets, you decide say you want one for your pocket, for your family compound. Oh, January, they go, they look for you to pick from ground. They not go see. Not only will you suffer, France go deal with you. Chinese go come, go show you pepper when you never see for your life. You sabi, none of us sabi do kung fu. Nobody know karate. Only very few. When they go show now. Anyway, let me move to this picture. Mona no vessel. Say I take time to take brag on this man. He sweet me. He sweet me. Oh, God go bless Wiki for that song. He sweet me yesterday. Anyway, today's topic. Bless I don't forget it. Today's topic, Bill. Kashi, bless I don't talk my time over. Hell, Kashi go soon tell me my bounce now. Principal.
You know go forget to. You know go forget today's topic.
Abeg, wetin be today topic?
Just
Refresh.
continue as you don't just continue to go.
No, this you people don't understand. It's only those that were people that be there. Rita was in Canada. I'm sure Rita can testify to what I'm saying. This man has uncommon grace. It is not normal. It is not the regular
Mm,
type. Pastors that are looking for congregants, they look for that kind of thing. I'm telling
they no
you,
see.
they no see this man. It is natural to him. And you know the humbling fact about him? He understands that it is grace. It takes a kind of human being to recognize when something is beyond him. Not everybody can acknowledge that. People will rather let their ego sink them into the ground. I, for one, am sold out completely. I've been sold out from day one. Yesterday, I just wanted to solidify it because I want to be a part of history. May they say, were you there? I'll say, what are you talking about? I was in the room when it happened. Are you kidding me? So that I will feel blow big grammar. I'll go select grammar from all the grammarians for the world can they speak at that time. That's why almost it was off the chain yesterday, honestly. So today topic I not remember Okashi. Unless you want make I keep quiet now, I not remember, no lie. The wetin happen yesterday sweet me. And you have to bear with me. I only had 2 hours, two and
Okay,
a half hours
that's
of sleep.
good. I'm glad you're happy as to what
I'm
happened
gonna give me
yesterday. So we're just basically talking about like three different things, okay? The MC Oluomo's second in command that was killed in mile 12. Three guys actually attacked him while he was on a bike and they brought all sorts of different sharp objects. They manhandled him and
Wow.
they killed him as at the time they took him to the hospital. Yes. Some people say it's cultism, but other people feel maybe they are just fighting for position. That's the reason why that happened. And also the Abba
Wow.
Kyari's case. Abba Kyari's case. They've been trying to see how they can extradite the whole issue to the US, but the court has cancelled that review from the federal government. So some people are saying, I beg, make it go US, make it go face the time, make it go face the music. While others are saying that let's not forget that he's a super cop. He also has information of Nigerians and is part of the government and everything. He might go there and he might divulge some sort of secret that we wouldn't want for other people to know about. So basically that's just it. And also I shared a video of Tanko in the northern part, just assuring us that work is going on in the northern part of Nigeria. So basically just to encourage us and support us and let us know that work is going on. Nobody should get tired. Nobody should be weary. Basically, that's what we're talking about today. And also
Okay.
Peter Obi's speech. But we all know that Peter Obi, his speech is always the same thing: how to move the country from a consumption country to a production country. And also,
Right.
he also elaborated on security because some people are saying, oh, they talk about security. It's always talking about consumption, production, but he actually elaborated on security and how he's going to execute justice and equity in the country.
Okay. Fantastic. So let me start with MC Oluomo. Should I really care? I'm sorry. I mean, I'm a human being. I know that, these things have been happening to the market woman, the village, the
Oh,
woman who goes,
Oh, Miss Connor, I'm so sorry. Let me just quickly add this. The one of the most important things we're talking about today. I don't know if you know Isaac Fayoshe. Isaac Fayoshe is the younger brother to Ayodele Fayoshe. Is it Ayodele Fayoshe, the former Ekiti State governor, right? He was one of the people who actually felt Peter Obi cannot win because he doesn't have the finances and he doesn't have the manpower to spread around all the polling units. He was one of the persons who felt that Peter Obi cannot win. But at this point in time, he's already singing Peter Obi's praises. He virtually, dedicated one of his hotels in Ibadan to obedience in Ibadan. saying that they can come and use his hotel to have meetings, strategize, do all sorts of things there, provided you are obedient. But after that post was made, just yesterday on his way back to Lagos from Ibadan, they tried to kidnap him on the road. According to him, a lot of other people was kidnapped, but he managed to escape. But a lot of damage was made to his vehicle. So that is that.
Okay, thank you very much, Kachi. So so regarding what's his name? Regarding um the Agbiru, I don't want to call him by his name. What's his name? The second in command. What's this guy's name again in Lagos? The one that Tinubu trained. I don't know. I mean, hey, what should I feel anything really? I mean, it's not like I'm not human. It's not like I don't, I mean, this is a natural phase that every one of us is, nobody's going to get out of here alive. I understand that, but these things have been happening to people that don't have any voice, have no power, have no say every day, literally. I mean, how often do we hear about them? How often do we hear about them? How often do we mention their names? Do they print their names out in the newspaper or even talk about them in the newsroom that, oh, it's so and so happened to this woman or this farmer or this widow that has lost her husband or this single mother or this man that, who doesn't have a job or whatever the case is. What I mean, they say na wetin man sabi chop na im dey delete am, na im dey kill am in the end, right? So we don't know the backstory to that. We don't know how what happened prior that resulted in his demise. I don't know that. But for what it's worth, oh, may his soul rest in peace. I don't know what I don't get anything to talk for that one. May his soul rest in peace. May his family find comfort. Lórúkọ Jésù. Àmín. The next one is wetin they call am? The Fayoshe. Let me just jump to the ones I remember so I don't keep you guys waiting. The Fayoshe guy, right? The one. Well, guess what though? Me no. Say as the election, as the campaign time starts to ramp up and people start to, take this further and further, and the movement gets bigger and bigger. People go join. Even look, there are people in those parties, BAT and the other one, the Atifku party, right? That will join. Last minute, they will join. In fact, on that day of election, they will vote for Peter Obi. It's just what it's going to be. I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. Who go see better thing when no one be part of her? Who? Please, is there anybody that sees something good and says, no, I don't want it. I want something bad? There's nobody that will do that. You understand? So on that note, oh, there's no problem. And hey, who knows whether they plotted, whether his kidnap was planned, whether it was a plot, who knows? Because anything can happen in Nigeria. But I won't be surprised if the information that comes out of this is that, yes, it was indeed planned. I will not be surprised by it at all. But it's not a shock to me to see that people are on the opposite side and now seeing and now understanding that this movement is more than a person. It's not about Peter Obi. Peter Obi is just the person that we see. There's something bigger than him, which is a movement. And it's the movement that's going on is really, it's about you, it's about me. Now we be the movement when we did behind them. When the people are united, guess what? There's nothing you cannot do when you have a united front. And that's what's happening. And right in the midst of that unification is the creator. So tell me what we cannot do. So that's what they are saying now. We have successfully, we can say that now, that we have successfully challenged the status quo. We have to see it to the day of election. This is where my own hang up about this whole thing is. We have to see it to the day of election. No sleep that day. You vote, you wait for it to be counted. You are taking picture, camera, video per second. Like, okay, I voted, though. This is what I voted for. You take them, they count them. They say which number. They announce, you take video, pack them like that. Documentation all the way. For me, that's what I believe. So I'm not surprised at all. Now, going to what's his name? Kyari. Well, make it sit down for Nigeria. Why are they trying to extradite him to the US? I know that he has some issues there. I know that there was some connection with him, right? With this other guy that's already inside the cooler right now. But
Hush puppy.
yeah, hush puppy, exactly. So I don't know. It's possible that they're trying to frustrate that, process of extradition. And to a certain extent, I don't know what secrets he has that these other people don't already have. That's just the truth. Because when they captured one military personnel, or no, an American citizen in Nigeria, in the northern part of Nigeria, I think, if I remember correctly. Now we for under their nose, now they come collect their person without any damage. They were there. They come while they slept. They came, snuck in, and took their person. These people have intel on other countries. They know what's going on. If you go on Google Earth and you type in an address in Nigeria, you can see it real time. So what are we talking about? Me, I don't know what secret. Oh, these people have all the secrets because our people have sold us out already. But hey, for what is worth, maybe he should remain his behind at home and be cooking jollof rice in that small room that they give them with toilet and bathroom that is very unclean. Maybe that's what he deserves. But whatever the case is, I don't even care about those people, to be interested, to be honest with you, you know. And then what else? What was the last one? I think I've touched on it all.
Yes, you have
Ah,
actually.
so Peter Obi was the last one. Peter Obi, you guys should not be asking me Peter Obi, because I will keep you guys here forever. Peter Obi is the man of the year, of the day, of the second, of the hour. He's the man. And the only thing I'm going to say before I yield my time is Nigerians, home and abroad. Biko, abroad, if you have your PVC show for Nigeria, there's no excuse. Nigeria, wherever you are, if na trek you fit trek, start to dey trek the trek that trek. They say this is the last trekking I will do. After this trekking, once Peter Obi enter, I will not trek like this again. Trek it with laughter, trek it with joy. Me, I even need to trek the trek so that I can drop more of this water weight inside my body since COVID-19. You understand? So yeah, anything you are doing, if it's Gary you have been drinking and granite, or Gary and coconut, which they call am uvi, we they call am uvi for where I come from. If now you don't dey drink, see, just the drink and with joy. As you they chop the Gary and the uvi or coconut, they say, hell, I'm enjoying. After this is the last uvi and Gary I will drink. After a while, that Gary and uvi will now become delicacy. Oh. Let me just put it out there.
Thank
But
you. Thank
I
you
yield.
very
That's
much.
it. I'm
Thank you.
overexcited, so let me leave you guys.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Thank you very much. I'm sure Peter Obi himself knows that the kind of grace we are upon him right now is divine. It's not it's beyond human comprehension. It's a divine grace that is upon him right now. Thank you once again, Omoyes Kona, for being here.
Kachi,
Thank you so much. Mr. Juden, I can hear you.
see there's a good news out there. I hear that Atiku and Miloko and Articulated are trying to step down for Obi. And that's the
I
right.
don't think that would I don't think that would ever work. Honestly, just this is my personal opinion. I don't think these guys would ever step down. Well,
There's
there's
nothing
nothing
great.
God
There's
cannot.
nothing great cannot do.
There's
Just,
nothing God cannot do,
just
but
do.
I don't think it's possible. This other man has been contesting for the past 30 years. This other one is saying practically that is a stone, meaning that almost they are ready to do everything possible to get in power. So I don't think they will just step down like that without a fight. I don't think it's possible. I don't think so because these guys
Anyway,
want
we'll
to
keep our finger crossed and watch
these
us.
guys they will just want to be in power by all means. left to me, I don't know what else they are looking for. They're already influential, they are powerful, they are wealthy. What again do you really need? What does it need? So I really do not think it's possible. Anyways, let's just move straight to the next person we have here. Guys, do not forget to help us to like and share this broadcast. And I want to say thank you so much to Bella Naomi one for the super sticker earlier. God bless you. God bless you. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. God bless you, Bella Naomi one. God bless you. God bless you. I'm super grateful. Thank you so much. God bless you. Your own no go spell. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go straight to Mr. CM. Mr. CM, please, are you ready for me?
Ye- Okay, good evening,
Good
Kachi,
evening, Mr.
and
CM. Thank you for being here.
and good evening, everybody. All protocols duly observed. Um, as you can see, or as you can get, you could imagine. I've been listening to this interview from Toronto to Los Angeles, and then other ones. Well, let me start with a weakest case. I have always believed that the only option left for Wike is to join Labour Party, and I still stand by that for obvious reasons, which I've been giving all the time. So I wouldn't rehash myself here. If Wike must know, it's like he's singing his non-dignities by still being in PDP. They are trying to do away with him, which he knows very well. They are trying to whittle down his influence by buying people all over River State, all his disciples, getting them off to Abuja to make a commitment one after the other. So if we can think that he can fight the PDP as a as a party, he's mistaken. And the more he continues to give his everyday what I call everyday bashing the PDP, want to flag off one project, we bash PDP, want to commission, all those things. It's not going to work. The earlier he gets out with his dignity still intact, the better. What can he do? He need to, because he want to install a successor. You tell your successor, cross over to the Labour Party. If the whole of River State are with you, like they're already on Labour Party because of the protest. I mean, yes, what they did the other day. So you can cross over and still realize your ambition. However, this is a big however. There are things that may be in the some skeleton in the cupboard from Wike, which we may not know. So there's something he's trying to play. Whether he felt that he want to cover his track very well. But these politicians, you can't trust them. So to me, I don't really have sympathy for him as much as I know, because he wasted River State money financing the Fulani. When he needed the most, they disappointed him. So why not try your brother in Labour Party? Enough said on that. Then as for Abba Kyari, yes, you see, one thing I will say is that I wouldn't go into the nitty-gritty of the case, but I know if America insists on him being extradited, they will get him. America gets what they want. And even if there is a time that Nigeria can put up a resistance, it's not even now. I say this with every sense of responsibility, because there are a lot of things that will happen. The only way you rattle Nigeria now, like most politicians are doing, is you only say, look, if this is not done, if you say what is happening in Aso Rock, Nigeria will go up in fire. They gave Tinubu APC ticket, not for anything, just because of the true identity of the man in Aso Rock. That's why they tolerated all his insults. Emiloko, and then it's my turn. Or Olule, all those Olule, Ifel Olule. Rochas Okrocha tried it when they withheld his INEC result, that is the senator elect for Imo West. He shouted that if it's not given to him, if he says what he knows, before you know it, they release it to him. The same thing with the chap in Ogun State. Is it Ibikula Musu or something like that. He made a statement in that direction. So if really America want Abba Kyari extradited, they will do it. So I don't want to bring in the unjust system Nigeria and everything, but I don't know. So to me, it's a high wire politics that I'm not interested in dabbling into. But America, I know, the most powerful country in the world, they've gone through the legal system and they need it. They can use sanctions to strangulate Nigeria, and this is not the best time for us. Even if they have when they even have the technology to whisk the chap in without even when we are sleeping. So America is up to them, and Nigeria should know what to do. Now for Dino Melaya, I see Dino Melaya as a super clown. He's only rallying around to see if he can get something to eat. The way he talks, sometimes you wonder this is a man that said he went to Harvard. I have a, is it 7 or 8 degrees? He say he has. He's still talking like a, you know, just like what do I say? Somebody who's there's no really way to even bring in Dino. He's just trying to promote Atiku at all costs, but in trying to do that, to those of us that can reason in between the line, he's not doing Atiku's he, he, he's not doing Atiku's presidential bid any good. What he said was, he said he went to Harvard. You know, this type of Harvard, you can go there and you can go to United States, go to one cyber cafe, do this their online weekly course. It's okay, in which you print the certificate by yourself. Not that the university will give you. When you finish at the end, they scores you passed. You print the certificate by yourself. I mean, Harvard University is like going to any university in Nigeria, walk into Uniben, Ibadan, Ife, and Soka, pose there and have a photograph and come back. You've been to Harvard. So when he talks, you now know that that guy is just an epitome of a bunch of non-entity. So people like that, I don't record. I don't take them serious anyway. Whatever he says, because he doesn't know what to say. Atiku, we know what Atiku is, so you cannot come and sell Atiku to me or trying to say P2B is this or P2B is not. The daily procession of people from different cities in Nigeria in favor of P2B, we say it all. If they say obedience are online, what about those people in the street? Even Nigerian Bar Association, are they online? The one people in California, are they all online? So all those things are just a mere hogwash. Now the other one I have to look into is the phenomenon of P2B. You see, I've listened to some of these interviews he's been conducting, but one thing I want to caution is this. What Nigerians want to hear now is that if I get in as P2B, within 1 year, I will restore power to so and so. That's what we want to hear. But I will advise P2B. At this point, he must be able to explain to Nigerians the rot that is in the system. Start to profile solution, let Nigerians know that we are spending close to 100% of our resources to service debt borrowed from mainly China. The airport in Zambia is being taken over by the Chinese for defaulting to pay. And some other national institutions like that. Djibouti, their seaport is now under Chinese control for one reason or the other because they default to pay. So the money Nigeria is owing to China will also, because P2B said he believes in knowing the problem before getting in, which is good. Let him try and find out all this money Nigeria has been borrowing, running into trillions. When are they due for repayment? So that it might be a case of getting in within 8 months of getting in. China is repossessing everything. How is he gonna pay it back? Because China may not wait until we pick up, we start standing on our feet before we start to pay back. So it is good he will be explaining this alongside. When you promise you want to do this, is good. That's what everybody want to hear, that our power will now get attention. But look at the negatives you have to battle. Nigeria today is a country where 4 terror groups have made it their address. Boko Haram, Yeti Yala, Islam in Islamic State of West Africa, and then the other one I can't remember. Four. And they're operating non-stop. So how are you gonna confront them? The low morale in the military is there for you to contend with, because these are people they say a greater proportion of our military are now foreigners that came to fight us. EHRK and some people in those days, and then whatever, when the army was when our soldiers were up to the task, they got some. All they need to do was to do, they say, oh, they've repented. They are now part of us, which means they are now Nigerian citizens. The way an indigenous of Delta State we like to be join the army because he's a Nigerian. Somebody from Mali who is not a Nigerian, we now gain Nigerian citizenship, not because he applied, but because he came to fight us. We caught him all of a sudden because he's fallen. Oh, he has changed. So Nigerian military has been infiltrated by impostors. These are some of the things he should be explaining as he's going along, so that when people are expecting him to solve the problem by a wave of the hand, although Nigerians may not believe him, but all these things need to be explained. There is Nigeria is below ground zero now. A country that wastes a lot of resources to service debt. I don't think we are getting anywhere. We are the poverty capital of the world. Everything is loaded against Nigeria. However, we know we have to wake up. But in trying to do that, you don't raise people's hope. We know you can do it. People are, I mean, if you tell me that you are going to generate from 200% from 4,000 megawatts, yes, it's possible, which is 12,000, and you want to do it within 5 years, or maybe you within 1 year you can do it. It could be possible, but you have to
Okay.
tell us where you are starting. Excuse me, where you are starting, and then the amount of money that we go into it. So what I'm trying to appeal for caution, because Nigerians will now be saying, "Oh, he said this, he said that." Let us know the level of rot in the system. You need to explain it. Let him go back and study it and bring the statistics and say this is where we are, so that if we are in a bottomless pit before we get to ground level, before flying above a one-story building, people will know the effort where we are coming from. You cannot be in mathematics if you are still at minus 20 degrees centigrade. So you cannot be talking of sunshine until you get to zero. How long will it take you to get to zero before you now move to sunshine of about 15, 20 degrees centigrade? So this is what Peter Obi, in his careful, meticulous way, should also be telling people along, because I listen to it. Everybody want to hear that you want to change medical care, all these things, all that. Or what of the terrorism? So these are some, not really not making them to lose hope, but explain to them the rot, so that people will understand this is where we are coming from and how much we are owing, and the plan to pay it. Because as you are owing somebody, you should be paying even when you are working. So a lot of country,
Okay.
China may be waiting on the wings. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. CM, for that eye opener right there. I really think Peter Obi should also do that, to explain it like in total. He really needs to explain it very well before Nigerians will start saying, oh, he said XYZ and he's doing WT2. So please, guys, help me to like and share this broadcast if you are yet to do so. Thank you once again to everyone who gave us a super sticker earlier today. God bless you. Please like and share this broadcast. Support us by using the $ sign to the right on the comment section. Thank you so much for your love and support so far. God bless you. I do not take any of this for granted. God bless you all, everybody in the comment, the lovely panelists, and the amazing viewers watching us from all over the globe. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. We're going to go straight to the last person we have for today before we go for the second round, which is Madam Rita. Good evening to you. Thank you for joining me again today.
Good evening, Kachi. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much. Um, I just want to say something. Sir CM, if Peter Obi, and of course, somebody like two Nigerian, the rest persons in the UK, if Peter Obi is coming to the UK, I urge you guys to try and attend. Try and attend the meet and greet session. It's very, very important. And if your ideas, can be pushed through as well, though, it's like a crowd and then everybody has a lot of questions, and you don't expect the man to answer everyone. But just try your best. Omoye, it was a pleasure listening to my sister Omoye. It's never a dull moment with her. She's very hands-on. She's very she has that attentive voice. You just smile listening to her. Based on your topic, as per MC Oluomo's second in command being murdered, well, this is something that they say. You see, you kill by the gun or you die by the gun, something of that nature. If you live by the gun, you die by the gun, right? So, um, I hope the man rests in peace. But I think that's all I have to say about that right now because I don't know. There's really nothing else for me to say about that story. May his soul rest in peace. As for Fayosh's brother donating his hotel, yeah, I saw that video like a couple of days ago. That's very very that's very good of him. As per him, them trying to kidnap him, I believe it wasn't a coincidence. It was deliberate, and this is just gonna show Nigerians that going forward, even before the election, 2023 election, there's gonna be a lot of kidnapping, attempted murder, all sort of vices because the desperation from the man at Bodilon, the Agbadoma, the desperation. I'm not even talking about former vice president's corner right now. The desperation, is a do or die thing for that Agbado man. Is a do or so he's willing to do anything just to obliterate anybody that comes his way. So it is expected, but we should still what I would advise everyone, no matter what, we should still stand strong. They cannot be. I always say these people cannot be more than the electorate. I don't like to hear when people will say, "Oh, Peter Obi will win," but they will not allow him rule. Who is the they? Are they deities? Who is the they? Are they not just a handful of human beings? Are you saying they're stronger or bigger than the electors or over the 100 million people? Who is the they? It's like there's a Stockholm syndrome in a lot of some people's way of thinking that you just feel there's so much impossibility in Peter Obi being the president of the Federal Republic of I just don't get it. I don't know why people cannot unwire that mind and think of the possibilities. We are using cell phones today. We are using the internet. It was somebody's imaginative possibilities and they put it into action and it worked. And I'm very sure as at that time they were creating the internet and this cell phone, there were people that were saying, oh, that's impossible. That cannot happen. You cannot have a video call talking to somebody in China or Australia and be talking. Why can't we unwire our mind? And this set of people I'm talking about, they even live in the diaspora. That's the disappointing part. All the people who have said, "Oh, Peter Obi will win," but they will not allow. Most of them come from the diaspora. They're the ones speaking this, but they live in diaspora. They're not in Nigeria. We should stop that. Let us try and reset our mind. Let us try and remove that Stockholm syndrome, that mentality of, "Oh, this is how Nigeria is." We know this is how Nigeria is, but we have the power to change it. How long are we continuing going to be preaching it? We have the power to change the status quo. Who are the they that who are they more than 2 million? They're not even up to 50,000 people we're talking about. Are they bigger than 200 million people? Not just say 100 million people. They are not. Really and truly, they are not. When that NSAS movement started, sorry, I know I'm just trying to divert from the topic, but when the NSAS movement started, all the big men, all of them, with their private jet, they flew out of Nigeria. Some people went as close by as even Ghana just to get out of Nigeria or even Dubai. Many of them, some of them even had to pay extra to take their families away. So these people, they cannot be bigger than Nigeria. They cannot. They cannot. I just pray that Fayoshe's brother just protect himself and just be very very careful in his movement. And as per Abba Kyari, okay, this is my take on Abba Kyari. I know for sure that a typical American citizen would mess up and misbehave in Nigeria, and United States of America will use every means to bring back their citizen. Just one. Just one. But if anyone does any crime against the US government, because of their powers in the world, they would use every avenue they have just to get that criminal back to be tried in America. Now, they have gone through the legal process, of trying to bring this man back. Because of the way, because Nigeria is so unstable, there's disunity, there's impunity, distrust everywhere. And, the tribe, the Fulani tribe now, who have bastardized their name, I think, forever in the history of Nigeria, thanks to Buhari, they have made that tribe like the pariah of all tribes in probably West Africa. Right now, many people don't really care because the first question you ask, oh, first of all, his name is Fulani man. Okay, if is a Fulani person killed a family member that you don't care. Any Fulani man should go to the gallows. You don't care. That's how a lot of Nigerians feel. But on the other side, if we were a united nation, we would say, okay, Hush Puppy, they arrested him in Dubai or wherever. Fine. But this man is a Nigerian. If an American does that, American want to pull him out of Nigeria. Why do they want to pull our brother? Let me put it in quote now. Our brother away from Nigeria. Why? But nobody's thinking that way. So for me, in this Abba Kyari thing, I would say America cannot have their way all the time. But if Abba Kyari needs to be tried, he needs to be tried according to, I think it's international law. If it needs to be done in Nigeria, if it can be done in Nigeria, it should be done in Nigeria. America doesn't always have to have their way all the time. But because of this Fulani attachment and a lot of things that this man has done, we just feel that he needs to be taken to America. Why? And I think the Nigerian government know that if Abba Kyari leaves the four walls of that Kuje prison, even if he smells, he can be kidnapped even along airport road in Abuja. Americans can do that. Like what's our CSM? They can even fish him out of that Kuje prison. So even the fact that he's even there, he's actually safe there because even if he step out of Nigerian soil, they have their agents everywhere. They will pick that guy, even if it takes 20 years. If America say, I want this man because we have evidence, I have given you the evidence, recordings, we will get this guy. Even if 5 presidents come after Joe Biden, they will get this man. Except the man passes away, they will get him. So he's like he's in a prison inside a prison, really and truly. That's the condition of Abba Kyari. America, you don't joke with them, especially when it comes to US taxpayers' money. They never let it go. United States will never let it go. And Nigerian government know that. So I think to make it easier, I think it'd be better if they are just taking him there. But America cannot have their way all the time. I'm speaking as a Nigerian, and I'm just saying it as America cannot have their way all the time. So that's just about that. As per Peter Obi, you know what? I find it quite irritating sometimes that Peter Obi, amongst the other candidates who have not come out, who have not respected Nigerian, the way Peter Obi has respected Nigerians, a lot of people come out and just start to lambast Peter Obi. They start to caution him, or rather not caution, they start to argue about the statistics, or he's making error, or okay, what about this? Just like what Mr. Trinaja was talking about, the power and all that. It's easy for you guys to just, I feel he's just being attacked, but that same energy is not done to the man at board, the Agbado man and the vice president. Why? It's the same thing the Nigerian media is playing, that some of us are also playing. It is wrong. It's the same thing. If you come on Channels TV or if you go to Arise TV, the way they're asking a former vice president question is like they're sitting like wet ducks. They cannot ask him vibrantly. But if Peter Obi comes, they are all, in fact, all pores of their body is opened with questions. Why can't some of us treat this same attitude, this same kind of question, and start to question things that this Agbado and their supporters are saying? Why is that? There's a sort of attack. Some people do it in a very subtle way, but you could see behind what they're saying, what they're trying to do. Please channel that same energy. It is good to criticize Peter Obi because he's getting the highest office in the land. You have every right to question everything, but please channel that same energy, the exact same energy to the other contestants. Because if you do not do that, you are trying to tell me that you are either working for those two evil men. That's just how I see it. This is me talking, not Niger Watch. That's just how I see it. And it's easily identified. Please channel that same energy and start to question what the other soothsayers of the Agbado man and the former vice president, even if they're not coming out, because they don't respect us now, so they cannot come out. But anybody who is supporting them, please try and channel those questions to them. Do you know why it's hard? Because Peter Obi is bringing out the issues. We're talking about serious issues of Nigeria. This is what we are facing. That's why this man does not care about accolades. He doesn't care about use of government expenditure. Anyhow, he doesn't care about those. He just wants to get things running. He wants to get the engine start and to be running. That's what I saw in that man when he came to Toronto. He just want to start working. He doesn't. In fact, he said, "Please don't be hailing me and be shouting or be." He doesn't want all those. I say, "Hail me 4 years after." When I do the thing, when I start to transform Nigeria, then you can hail me. Then I will smile. He doesn't have time for that. He just wants to work straight up because he knows what is hurting Nigeria. Even if it's not, Nigeria is so damaged, it's going to take maybe 20 years or even more before we can say, okay, Nigeria is somehow like the West where most of us are living. Nigeria is so bad. And we have to realize that Nigeria cannot turn overnight to Dubai when Peter Obi comes. Let us wake up and smell the coffee. Please. And please, if Peter Obi is making certain speeches, if you cannot understand what he's saying, try and play the video 2-3 times so you can actually hear the word, what he's saying. Because it will be unfair for some of us to just come out and say, oh, he said this is wrong. But when you play back that video, you try to understand what he's saying, you will realize that what you said was completely different from what he was trying to say. So that's just what I have to say. God bless Nigeria. Thank you. I know I spent so much time. I'm sorry
Thank
about that,
you.
but thank
Thank
you.
you very much. That's fine. Thank you very much, Madam Rita, for that contribution right there. I lost you guys for a bit, but I'm back now. Thank you guys once again to everyone who has contributed so far, to everybody on the comments, and to our lovely viewers. Thank you all so much for doing this with us again today. We really do appreciate every single one of you, and to everyone who has blessed us today with a super sticker. God bless you. To everyone who has blessed us with a super sticker, God bless you today. God bless you. God bless you. We're really so grateful for everything that you're doing to support us. God bless you for liking this post, for sharing this post, for joining us here every day, for even subscribing. God bless you. We thank you all so much for what you do for us. We do not take it for granted. Thank you guys so much. There's no Ninja Watch without you guys. Without you guys, there's no Ninja Watch. Thank you so much. God bless you all. We're going to go around again. Excuse me, we're going to go around again for the second time. But before I do that, I would like to take time out to acknowledge more people on the comments. Then we can go around again for the second time. Guy Walele, thank you so much for doing this with me again today. I appreciate you. Chris Upson, I see you. Amechi Kyobi, I see you. ALAL, our Fulani brother in the building today. Thank you so much. Imo Sokri, good evening to you. Thank you so much for being here with us. I can see good luck, Jetro. Omobude, thank you so much. I see you. Mommy Diaspora, thank you for always doing this with us. I see Emeka Be Golden right there. Good evening to you. Eddie Justice, thank you so much for being here. Bella Naomi, thank you so much. And also, thank you so much for the super sticker given to us today. God bless you. May your pocket never run dry. Thank you also so much. I really do appreciate every single one of you. Mr. Joseph Orji, I see you right down in the comment section. I also want to say thank you for the super sticker given to us today. God bless you. May your pocket never run dry. I see June Obaseki right there. Thank you, Juno Baseki, for being here. Gabriel Grana, I see you, Omoyes Corner. Thank you so much for being here today. Emeka B. Golding, I see you. Femi Bash, thank you so much for being here today. I really do appreciate every single one of you. Trust me, guys, I appreciate all of you. I can see Chukwu Emeka Kamara right there. Tunanja is also right there on the comment section. Thank you guys so much for doing this with us. We really do appreciate every single one of you. I mean, I can never get tired of saying thank you. I can never get tired of saying thank you, because I mean, you guys have been amazing. You guys are super amazing. Thank you so much. Nnamdi Ifekandu, Chukwu Emeka Kamara, thank you all so much. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. May your pocket never run dry. And I keep saying it. May the Almighty continue to bless our effort. May our effort never be in vain. Thank you so much. We're going to go around again for the second time. But this time around, guys, please, you have just 2 minutes to make your final submission. I'm going to start with Mr. Juden. Mr. Juden, please, 2 minutes. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, various listeners and my fellow panelists. Before I make my submission, I want to say that yes, I'm one of those who always uh, remind Nigerians of the fact that in Nigeria today, where we live, it will be foolhardy for anybody to think that there is nothing that is impossible. And the people we are dealing with, they are, ready to obliterate any opposition. They're ready to kill anybody that try to uh, oppose them from achieving their inordinate ambition. They command all the military, everything we think about, they are in charge of it. So I don't know how defenseless citizens, no matter our number, can march with these people with all the full arms of their of military. We are all here. We are all here. Most of us were born around when Abiola case happened. What happened? What happened after a few days riot? What happened at the end of the day? So personally, I try to let Nigerians know that much as we prepare for the election and hope that it will come there, also to remind them of possibilities of what may happen so that they are not taken off guard. And if anybody have a problem with that, well, good luck. Um, because you have to know the people you're dealing with. You have to know also your strength, and then you have to know um, how to take precautionary measure or have a plan B in case something happens. So the main reason why someone like me always say something like that is for people to have Nigerians to have plan B. Should this thing happen? Should which means the people we are dealing with, youngsters and the governors and all the people that we are planning to make irrelevant in the new Nigeria to come. They are not willing, they are not ready to give up. They all have all the uh, um, state power to deal and quell any uprising. So let us not be naive to think, yes, no matter that we are more in number than them, that they cannot do anything. So we just have to prepare ourselves and start, thinking of possibility of what can we do or what we're going to do in case these idiots, continue to or will not allow us to get in the person we want to be there to change the trajectory of Nigeria. Now, Isobi, thank God he said something during the interview yesterday that the last time, which I was so happy about, that the last time those in diaspora will not vote in Nigeria, that will be on this election. And I hope he follows through with that. And there are many things I would have loved to ask him if I were there yesterday that day. But anyway, I think he's going to have another program with Adiola. So I hope to be able to ask him. I have a lot of questions, to ask him, especially in the judiciary. What does he intend to do in the judiciary? Because we need serious reform. Because judiciary is the last hope of the common man. In many advanced countries, judiciary, the justice is meant to protect the poor, the weak ones from the strong. But in Nigeria, it's rather protect the rich ones and punish and victimize the weak, and that is not acceptable. There are many things, even in security, even in how you would deal with corruption, because the answer he gave yesterday to me wasn't satisfactory. You need to tell us, clearly, in simple terms, how he's going to, deal with past corrupt leaders. We can't just allow them to go and eat all
Thank
the
you.
money, all the billions they have stolen from us. No, 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 you can't. It's just not going to happen.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Jordan, for that submission right there. We're going to go straight to Mr. Son of God. Imo Creed, thank you so much for that kind words right there. And also thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you. Adeyemi Yemi, I see you right there. Thank you so much, Adeyemi. Gayon Walele, thank you so much. Amechi Ikyobi, thank you so much. ALAL, thank you guys so much for being here with me. I appreciate every single one of you. Mr. Son of God, please, you're up next. You have 2 minutes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Kachi. Thank you to everyone that's contributed, the panelists and all the people in the comment section. Now, I just wanted to just say a few things very quickly. This my brother, is it Julian that just spoke. This is position. I know a lot of people that have that same position, and I appreciate it. The only thing that I will say is that we are praying that this time around, his points are very, very relevant. There's no doubt about that. The people that we're dealing with, we know them. We know what they're capable of. But we are praying at this time. It looks like everything happening is happening by the grace of God. Because if you look at this thing that is happening, nobody ever knew 3 months ago when Peter Obi joined the Labour Party that this is where we're going to be. If anybody is going to be honest, nobody expected this. So what is happening now? We don't know. Maybe this is the divine intervention, all the prayers of Nigerians over the years. Because sometimes you just wonder, these prayers that people are praying, is God not there anymore? Because people are suffering. People are suffering. And all of us know these things. People are suffering. And they're wondering, this God does not exist. So let us hope that this is God answering prayers of people. But we don't know what can still happen. These people that think that they have plan, they may be shocked what their plan will become. People can sleep today, tomorrow they don't wake up. You don't know what God has planned. So let them keep planning. But if God says this is the time, this is going to happen, this is the time it's going to happen. It doesn't matter what they do. So I'll move on to another question. Now, there are some of people that are wanting Peter Obi to give details about everything he's going to do when he gets there. You people should look at this. It is very, very difficult. Somebody was asking him, how is he going to deal with terrorism? How do you expect Peter Obi to come on live TV and start telling you his plans to deal with terrorism? It is difficult. It's like asking somebody to go and tell, okay, how are you going to secure your house? Let me give an example. They're asking, how are you going to secure your house? You start telling on live TV that this is kind of security system you are going to do. The thief that is going to break into your house is watching you as you are describing how you are going to secure your house, the way you are going to do it, the kind of system you are going to buy. Are you not inviting him to come and break into your house the next day? There's some things you have to keep. He can't say everything. People should not expect this man to say everything. There's some things that obviously you want him to say, but there's some things he cannot say. He cannot say everything. You cannot expose everything you are going to do. There's some things that are too sensitive that you can't say. Some people are trying to get him to say this thing. If he tells you something now, he'll be lying. Do you want him to lie to you? If this man says this is, I cannot, because we're telling them, I will keep that one to myself. Some people are not happy with that, but he can't say everything. He cannot explain everything. So there's some certain questions that you are going to ask him. He cannot. You don't expect him to give you answer for everything. So even security and all those things, you are going to ask him how he's going to do the security. That he has to keep some things. He can't say everything. Not possible.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Son of God. Mr. CM, you were going to ask a question.
We can't hear you.
Mr. CM, we cannot hear you. Your mic is muted. Mr. CM, your mic is muted.
Okay, yeah, can you hear me now? So I
Yes,
was saying that the last speaker is the Son of God also. What I was saying, I said Peter Obi should also be explaining the rot, the problem Nigeria is facing. I gave instance like borrowing money. I gave instance with Zambia, who borrowed a lot from China. China took over their airport and some other things, radio station like I had. Djibouti, they took over their seaport. So all this money Nigeria is borrowing from China to the extent that they said we need about 98% of our resources to service debt, not to pay, to service. So we should know, not a case of after taking over within 8 months, China is in charge of Nigeria. So that's what I'm saying. Peter Obi should also be explaining to the people the level of decadence as he goes along, so that when people are expecting him to
yes,
no
that's what
light to maybe
I agree with.
20,000 megawatts. That's what I'm saying. So it's not the solution I'm asking that he should explain. Let people know that we are in a complete mess below 20 degrees.
I agree with that.
Before you promise sunshine, people should know you are in snow before you promise sunshine.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. CM, for clarifying that right there. And I hope Mr. Son of God also understand. We're going to go straight to the next person we have here, which is Mr. Tunanja. Mr. Tunanja, please, you have 2 minutes. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. About not Abba Kyari, I think clearly the Nigerian state is correct to have him tried here. He is our problem. let us deal with him as our problem. I've said this before, even with the Igbo guy that was arrested in London, even with the Igbo guy that was arrested in London, I did say that they should bring him back to Nigeria, because we have to start thinking like a sovereign people on those sort of things. We can't just be deferring to foreign powers all the time. It's just the way we think about this. And this is one of the things I was ranting about earlier on in my this thing, because our people don't understand that they are a sovereign people that should have a right to do things the way they see fit, even with the whole world disapproving it. We should be able to do whatever we want. That's how it's supposed to be. And about P2B making his plans plain, I think it's very important they make their plans plain, because we've had so many leaders come in and go, and we've had so many disappointments, and there is no reason why you cannot tell us what you're going to do, because in the end, this is what happens in the world. Everybody tells you what they're going to do, and this is they're going to respond. They don't hide in the dark. Terrorists is still going to know. You can't say we have terrorists in the midst, at the same time say that he cannot tell us what he's going to do, because whatever he's going to do, when he says it, they're still going to know anyway. So even when he's saying it from behind the scenes, so there are certain things he can say, like, "Oh, I'm going to recruit as many soldiers as possible to deal with this problem. I'm going to have as many police." He did talk about state police, which is interesting that he was going in that direction. But he also tracked back and made it clear that you can recruit a larger number, because he used the Egyptian example, how Egypt had more than 1 million police officers, which is not what Nigeria has. Nigeria is on a low level. Everything we do is low level. And that's our problem. It has nothing to do with what the politicians are doing. The politicians are just a reflection of what we have imposed on them and what the standards we've set for them. We all know this stuff. I agree with most of the stuff Rita said, but apart from the fact that he says we are asking too much. No, we are not asking too much. Any woman knows this. I keep saying this. Any woman knows this. If somebody lies to you once, twice, next time you want proof. You want more commitment. You want to see where the concrete commitment that what you are going to do is going to come to fruition. Nobody wants to. This is our life. How many lives do we have? We don't have any second chance, and we just give people 4 years of our lives as if it's nothing. That's equivalent to at least 5% of our lives if you live up to 80 years. So we have to make sure these people are accountable to us. And besides, let me just make this point: when you say you're going to recruit as many people to deal with this security problem as that is facing us, do you know what it does? It gives the people that are serving right now morale. It tells them that, okay, now we're on the front foot. We are going to be doing the right things. You can even be improving the security situation just by talking about it. Just by talking about it. I think I've seen that type of case with the case of Trump, actually, because you know how Trump likes to talk tough. He talked about how he's going to crush them in Baghdad and all the rest of it. And he changed things on the ground. He talked about immigration, how he's going to block immigration. It affected immigration in the borders. Because when you're saying those things, people are listening, and the terrorists will be thinking, oh my God, this is a losing battle. Or somebody that wants to join that terrorist group that same day will think, maybe I should think twice because the trend is not on my side. There is importance in what you say. And I don't see anything wrong with saying that you are going to lean forward and deal with this problem head on and motivate the people that are doing it right now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tunanja, for that submission right there. I'm going to go straight to Mr. CM. Mr. CM, please, you have the floor.
Okay, thank you, Kachi. So, like I marked earlier, one thing I would like us to also, it's like a food for thought. Yes, Obi said this will be the last time, if he gets it, that Nigerians in the diaspora will not participate in voting. That is good, but you must realize these people that normally come in from Chad and Niger, remember those ones that can say they are diaspora too. So if we really want to because right now, even without the law in place, people complain that during the election, people from Niger and Chad and all these people infiltrate from the north and then constitute the voting population. Say we need diaspora now is open. People might say, okay, we have Nigerian embassy or Nigerian embassy in N'Djamena in Chad and then Niamey in Niger. People can flood there, say, oh, they are Nigerians, and they register them and they come in. So you see, it's like what the British man will say: be careful what you wish for. I know I quite like it, but we should know how to for that one. So you should have this in mind, so that infiltrators do not go through our foreign mission and then register and then vote there. They don't even need to come in. So then the next thing is because we are dwelling on Obi, and which he is the flavor of the moment. I wish him well. The way he's going, he's talking to Nigerians, and they too, particularly those in Canada and US now that I've seen, people are willing to come back. But the thing about coming back is, I think the strategy should be, you don't need to tell Nigerians abroad to come back home. You don't need to even tell them come back home. If you address security and give power, since when he was being interviewed with Diola, and then rule of law, there's law and order. Say these three things, and people are willing to go online every day. They are not hearing that all this killing is abating. Then you come home with one suitcase. People will say, okay, yeah, it's still better. 8 months ago it was worse. Well, 1 year ago it was worse. Then you two suitcases next time. Before you know it, people should not tell you that come home and invest. So the real work will be at home, not really come, because the people abroad, in those in diaspora, are aware of what is going on. So he has his work cut out, and I will advise him to start now to sort of every problem, know the gravity of what is going to face, and then draft appropriate plan from day one. At least within 1 month of getting in, he hit the ground running, meaning that everything is in place and we start to move. Otherwise, the momentum that is going within now, Nigerians are very impatient people. Nigerians, the way to praise you and too quick to condemn. So he should be able to draw a balance on what he's doing. I wish him well anyway. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. CM, for that contribution. Right there, we're gonna go straight to Madam Rita.
Yeah, thank you, Kachi. Um, what I've heard everyone's talk about, um, in all of this, what is really wrong in Nigeria is, apart from the deficit in leadership, we are lacking. I mean, all the three arms of government, all the ministries, they all need to be reformed. They all need to be reformed for us to get a system that works. And Peter Obi is the conduit in which these systems can be properly reformed and start running. Um, what we need to do now, our focus, what I think our focus should be, is to make sure that conduit of Peter the Rock Obi should go into Aso Rock, and then we start to reform every arm of government, every ministry, including human capital, everything needs to be overhauled. Our system is rotten. It's just is rotten. The whole system is rotten. So you want to talk about immigration, security, the army, judiciary, the whole system is rotten. And they are rotten people working in a rotten system. So what do you need? We just need one antidote, a conduit of the person of Peter the Rock Obi that can start things rolling. So we should start talking about the Labour Party logo, Peter Obi and Amedati as well, but the Labour Party logo. Nigerians have been conditioned with umbrella and broom. We do not want any confusion, especially for the people who are illiterate. Sometimes with all this excitement, an illiterate person can just they know Peter Obi and all that, but if you don't educate them about the logo, the Labour Party logo, because that's what you're going to see on election day on the ballot paper. You're not going to see Peter Obi's face or Amedati. It's the logo. So Labour Party, everyone who is supporting Peter the Rock Obi, if you're making T-shirts, if you're making any paraphernalia of any sort, the Labour Party logo is what you should bring out extra bold and talk to people. Sing it. show them like this is what you see on the ballot. I know maybe as time goes by before the campaign ends, I know they're going to have like a lot of educational programs, and all the rallies about the logo, and teaching people this is how you vote and all that. Of course, although the National Orientation Agency, like it's one of the rotten systems, they have not been doing their work for a very long time, as far as I'm concerned. But we have to take it upon as a duty, everyone, including myself, to teach people this is the party logo. When you get the election day, this is where you thumbprint. This is, or rather, this is the person you're going to pick, and that person represents Peter the Rock Obi. So that's where we should channel all our energy to. For thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Rita. I'm gonna go straight to Mr. Chooks Obi Boys. Mr. Chooks, please, you have the floor.
All right. Thank you for giving me this opportunity once again. I missed the Kyari, in my first session. Well, Nigeria is within their right to say right now, Abba Kyari has a question to answer in Nigeria, and we're not giving him out. That does not mean that if the crime he committed, America sees it as that crime is committed on their soil. As long as Nigeria have that treaty of bringing criminals back to where the crime is committed, he cannot escape it. The only thing is he has to first of all answer the case he have in Nigeria. So that is for Abba Kyari. And Dino Melaye, there's a link I posted on this place. That link is one of this thing, Daniel Bwala, where he destroyed APC. So the case of this election is between PDP and the Labour Party, as far as I'm concerned, because for Daniel Bwala to say what he said on that video, I mean, he knows much about that. He's their campaign. This and he's been working with them since 2014. So for him to, say the things he said about Asuwaju and their plans and the way they put things, it tells us that this election can only be between Labour Party and the PDP. And what we're saying about Obi, making things clearer, it's we are scared, because of the things that happened in the past. So I don't think anybody should be blamed for saying, hey, we're wanting to clarify us on things he wants to do. Because this time around, I don't think, if we get there, it's going to be business as usual. No. We will dominate the streets. We will dominate everywhere, including those who is going to make the government ungovernable, except if we're not prepared. Because judging with what he tell us right now, if he try to do that, and there's people who are going to stand on his way because they know constitutionally without them he can't work. I think Nigerians are wiser now. This is why we're asking. We're not asking because we want to know in details, but let him, give us a pinch. Like for security, I respect his view on security, because you're not gonna tell us how you're gonna deal with these people. Like me, if I'm to go to that office, I won't answer that question, because I know the people that is organizing terrorism in Nigeria is in this government. So they're not gonna go away. It's somebody that is gonna root them away. Forget about million police. If you put million police on the street and yet these people will stay there, I'm sorry, they're gonna kill all of them. People, our military are dying. Maybe people who are talking, we don't have numbers, don't get this news. We got people who are in the military. They tell us what is happening. But it's not something we can come on air and start talking about. There's a lot happening. It's not because we don't have the number that made those things happen, but because of chain of commands. Because if they ask you to go front, you go front. They ask you to go back, you go back. You don't question that. You question that, they take you out straight away. So that is the problem. And I believe that, as earlier as he makes his stance clear, I think where Nigerians, that we have no choice. I'm saying it with all confidence. Nigerians have no choice other than Obi. The students are
Okay.
with him. The workers are with
Thank
him. All right, then. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chooks, for that wonderful submission right there. I'm gonna go straight to the last person I have here for today, which will be Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, good evening to you. Thank you for joining me today.
Yes, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Miss Kachi. Kekwanu.
Odimma.
Kachi. Aguna agumo biko nye mi iri boso.
Mr. Alex, who they teach you all this one, I beg.
I'm Oyimbo now. Anambra State.
Nah,
Omuze.
so. Nah, so.
Sorry, Mr. Alex. You know, I thought you are brother to Mr. Pedro. You always sound like him. You always sound like him, man.
Yes, we are all Nigerians. We are all Nigerians.
You always sound like Mr. Pedro Obaseki.
Yeah, we are all interconnected. So I think I greet everybody on the platform. I greet everybody on the comment section. I greet everybody. I greet those who are watching worldwide. I thank everybody for what you're doing. I'm sorry I've not been able to join. I've been a little bit incommunicado. So yes, I've been enjoying the program. At the time, I used to go off and on. Yes, I follow the beats, the Vabagogico colloquy. That's the train of discussions between Miss Rita, Mr. CM, and everybody. Yes, you must realize Nigeria is a peculiar nation. Nigeria, we have a gang of vultures at the helm of affairs, unfortunately. They've captured Martinonipos, that is the central government, since 1960s and 70s, through the barrier of the gun. So this kind of questions we are asking, Mr. is our right to ask, but you cannot use American or German or French, British democracy to compare the Nigerian, peculiar situation of this band of elitist vultures, elitist political vampires, who have symbols of Atiku and Tinubu, who are like the twin horsemen of the apocalypse of the ancient Greek mythology. They are not different, these guys. So Obi just being fundamentally careful. The guy knows them very well. Remember, he was a 2 times governor. He was a vice presidential, candidate. He knows what he's doing. He's treading with caution. You cannot go and demolish a superpower, by just exposing all your tactics immediately. No, there are principles of engagement, for God's sake. I'm not saying you should not ask questions, but there are questions children shouldn't ask before a battle. There are questions you shouldn't ask. Immediately he wins and he has been sworn in. You can bomb him with all the questions. Then we can all come out in the streets if we don't feel comfortable, because we know Peter Obi is not going to order people to shoot us. We know he's not wired like that. We know, even if he's the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I'm just talking about the peculiarity of Abiola's case. Abiola was talking about exposing the decadence, the rottiness in NNPC. That was what led to his death. Apart from the fact that he was sponsoring the coup of the 70s, he was also working with these military boys, riding on the back of the tiger, for so many years. And the tigers would not want him to ride on them to go to Aso Rock. They saw it as an insult, backed with the corrupt international community who did not want him to come and expose this rot in the oil sector that they are benefiting from. Obi is careful. He's careful of Washington. He's careful of Buckingham Palace. He's careful of Madrid. He's careful of Paris. They are all benefiting from these things. The oil from your country is what they are able to pay people benefits. I'm afraid that's just the truth. And they don't want somebody who just come outrightly to vocalize these words, beforehand. It will be tantamount to, political immaturity. you know, and Obi has some special advisors. I'm beginning to see in his character and the way he answers questions. Even if we are pushed to the wall, you know, when pushed to the wall, even a goat can bite. But we should take it easy on this guy. And I'm reading just now, like few hours ago, McAfee, a PDP shifting, is asking Obi to swallow his pride and come back to PDP just now. That's what is happening right now in the air. And the youth of Nigeria are bombing him with all sorts of words on the social media platform. So Obi is under, he has been sold already to the whole world. The election cannot be rigged. These wicked people just want to be part of Obi's progress, one way or the other. Everybody want to take a picture with him. Everybody want to invite him. Everybody want to meet him. Everybody is going through Obasanjo, going through somebody going through. Is what they are doing. It's all calculations. Obi cannot just tell you, I'm going to probe the generals. This is what made Awolowo not to become Nigeria president. He was only a premier of the Western region. He said he was going to probe the previous government. And Obasanjo said to the generals, he has said it. I know him. He's a Yoruba man. He comes through with every one bit of his word. Late Awolowo, who was a man of his word. That was what made the military boys put him in jail. Even during the Civil War, they had to consult him in jail. Great Awolowo was kept by the barrier of the gun in the dungeon of Nigerian prison. So Obi is treading with caution. These guys will kill him. They will smoke him out if he campaigns in a certain way, the way we want him to campaign. We should hold on. We should just keep selling him. We should keep bombing the air. He should not be the one telling the world that Nigeria is corrupt, there is rot everywhere. We should be the one saying it. Because if they hear it from his mouth, they will poison his tea. They will find a woman to him that will give him apple, like Abacha was also set up. They will find a way to take this guy out. So for God's sake, for his own security, let's ask him questions with caution, not now. Not now, ladies and gentlemen, viewers worldwide. We are all on the same bandwagon for a new Nigeria. We are all on the same cart for a new Nigeria. But I'm worried about the security because the guy has taken over 99% of the whole country, the whole world. So I don't know. I'm worried about his safety. So the guy is cautious. The guy is careful, and the guy knows what to do. He's not old.
Okay,
so if you want to know more, you can go and verify from his past antecedents. Thank you, guys.
Can I ask a question about what he just said?
Tell me, I'm listening. Yes,
Alex,
I'm listening.
Mr. Tunaja, you should ask me if you can ask Mr.
Okay, it's you I'm asking. You know I'm asking Your Highness. It's you. So yeah, because you see what you are saying is basically don't ask him any questions. I didn't say so. Don't overplay it.
Let me finish. That you should not ask any questions. That's not.
I didn't say so. I said Nigeria is peculiar. We have a bunch of killers. We should be careful with these guys until the deed is done. That's it.
See, if he's afraid or he's being careful right now, what makes you think
he's not afraid? Don't use the word afraid.
If he's being careful right now, what makes you think that when he's in office, he's not going to still face the same thing?
I don't know. Only God knows that. So, if you think
you can't live your life just hoping.
But if you and I feel Obi is not doing well, we should buy the form and go and campaign. Why not? But the guy is doing his best, man. He cannot just come out and be putting his life on the line. He has family too. He has a life. I mean,
exactly.
it's slowly.
And some of his children are in the countries of some of those people you mentioned.
He has cousins in the East. He has cousins.
What I'm saying to you is that you need to understand that the power is in your hands more. In the people's
hands. After he has won. That's after he has won.
Before. Why would you wait until the person gets into office first?
I don't know, but for me, it's my own understanding. I stand to be corrected, sir.
Okay, it's okay. I just thought I should, let you understand that it's better you question.
It's like you don't know the kind of people you are dealing with.
It's like
you don't know. No. You have no clue.
Let me give you an example. It's like saying, let's go. Let this woman marry this husband first before he asks the husband what the plans for the husband really wants to do. Nobody does that because, especially when you've been deceived so many times. A lot of people felt.
My dear brother, I understand you. We are on the same side. You can go and ask Fela in his grave, ask Abiola in his grave, ask Oduku in his grave. What tactics Peter Obi is using now? They will be happy for him. How these guys are wicked. They are deadly. Asking them the Kanu, I mean, how he was kidnapped from Kenya. Guys, you don't know who you are up against. The only way we can deal with this guy is the way we are going now. With our PVC, the whole world is watching.
Okay, let me give you the opposite again. The opposite is that sometimes when he doesn't say what he's going to do, there are people that are reading between the lines because they would say, "Oh, he may be up have a
but Obi once said, "I will deal with terrorists decisively and I will engage with agitators." He said that. What else do you want him to say?
Please, can I?
He should say, "I will arrest Pastor Joe. I will kill Buhari or what?" I don't get
Please,
it.
you comment?
Out your defense policy.
You see, to Nigeria, security issue like we have in Nigeria, it's not something that is really expected to come out plainly and say, you know, I know, although I believe that he is going to address it when he becomes a president, but coming out to say how and when and the modality is going to go about it, I mean, it's like selling himself off, and they can even kill him because of that. Because these people we are dealing with, oh man, trust me, they are just going to fight to finish. Because
Okay.
we are trying to dislodge them. We are trying to make them irrelevant in the history of the new Nigeria to come. And you think they are going to fold their hands and allow that to happen? You know, Obasanjo now that is running around pretending to be for Obi, whereas he's only fighting for his, protective self-interest.
No, OBJ is pretending not to be for Obi, sir. He's pretending not to be for Obi. He's actually for Obi. He's just trying to stay on the fence for the sake of fairness. I mean, for now, until the campaign starts.
I believe that too. But I think that the North will need more explanation of how Peter.
That is why OBJ has been meeting them. Did not understand just one language, the language of their leaders. Obasanjo met them already. You will hear a different story in the next few days. He's consulting. He's the only one that can unfortunately talk to them just now because they trust him so much from the 70s. Thank God he's still alive. He's trying to clean up his own mess. And he wants a new country too. His grandchildren are beginning to insult him. He's not happy. That is why he has been consulting. He's consulting with Washington, with Buckingham Palace, with European Union, African Union. We have information, intelligence. We have classified information. OBJ is running around for me and you. Just even if he's a looter, he's a killer, he's whatever. But right now, OBJ is with Obi. The generals were angry with him just last few days. That's why he had to say, I have a national agenda. I'm not for any candidate because of the anger of Babangida and the rest of them. Because these are the Kaduna mafias that has held your nation hostage. Take it or leave it. Thank you.
All these things you are saying are also very concerning. You said,
yes? Do you want to run for president?
No. I'm not running for president. I'm just asking that the president, our potential president, tell us what he wants to do.
Because Alex is trying to take us forward. You're trying to take us like 10 steps backward. The truth is, at this point in time, do we really have a choice from the three people now where we see? Do we really have a choice at this point in time?
We don't have a choice of the leaders. We have a choice on what we will make them do for us. That's what we have a choice for. And that, to be fair, that is the most important. The one, what we can make them do is the most important, because if they just tell you whatever they want, and this guy just said they are going to Washington and all the rest, the fact that they have to be doing all those things, that should concern you. You said it yourself, that is the money that they are stealing from us is what they are using to pay the benefits. And yet these people are still going to seek the permission of these people all over the place. The people, I've always said it, the people is the source. If the people change, all those people outside the country cannot change anything. They cannot move anything. And that is why I keep focusing it. If you guys know what is good for us, it's the people that you have to focus on and tell them, hold this guy accountable, make him let you know what he wants to do for you. If he goes overseas, you call him out. If your children are overseas, call them out. Because this is Nigeria, not overseas.
Peter Obi has been very open about accountability. He has been very, very open about it. I don't know if you followed the show from the beginning. I read an article from Peter Obi that he specifically said how he's going to tackle security and he's going to tackle it aggressively. He said it. This is something that he has already said. What you're asking for? Are you asking for details as to how he's going to go about it? Is that the type of explanation?
Because what I want to hear him say is that I'm going to recruit over 1 million soldiers. If he says that, That is a step change.
He said it. He said it already
He has
from the
said it
beginning of
now.
it. He said it
He said
already.
it.
He said
It
it.
was
He
police. He
said
was
Said
it.
talking
it.
He
about
even made
police.
reference. He said it, Mr.
You see,
Tunanja, and he made reference to Egypt. How Egypt has over 1 million and one
Yes.
million
Thank
military
you.
people, and
Police.
he said it
Exactly.
already.
yeah,
And he
Yeah.
referred back
you
to
see,
Nigeria, how Nigeria
You are
has
you are using
two
Barack
hundred
Obama
million
campaign
people and have
to describe
how
Nigeria's situation.
Nigeria have over 200 million people and 350,000 military. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't work. He has said that a time. He has said that before.
I
I've not
think
Is
heard
it
that
Tunisia
part.
want to feed
That
our.
last part. Sorry, that last part that you said just now, Kechi. I've not heard that last part where he said we have only 200 and something thousand, and that he could. Yeah.
350,000
no,
Yes.
military people?
300.
He
Yes.
said
Yes.
it.
he,
300.
no,
He said it
let,
Okay,
no,
already.
then he should be
he
saying
did.
that more. If he's already said that, then that's not a secret. He should be saying that more. Like, I'm going to get our military up to 1 million. Do you know the morale?
He's saying that. He's saying that
Then he should
You
be
have been
already.
saying it
saying that.
more.
To
I think
Nigeria, you should be
tomorrow I'm
following
going
his
to play.
campaign.
Kachi,
I think
Please let me
may I
say
tomorrow.
ask you
something.
Nigeria a
Let's
question?
I think tomorrow I'm going
let's
to
not,
bring that.
please
I think
let's
tomorrow, please hold on. I think tomorrow I'm just going to bring that this particular video. I'm going to play it so Mr. Tunanja and endeavor to be here because I'm going to bring that video
Yeah.
because of you tomorrow. So you can listen to the full interview. He actually talked deeply on security. If that's where the problem lies, he actually talked deeply on security. And I think at this point in time, yes, we know that these guys have failed us woefully, and we don't just want people to just come and tell us one thing and do otherwise. But the truth is, these other people have come to talk to us about insecurity, how they are going to tackle it, how they are going to do this, how they are going to do that. But at the end of the day, what happened? So if we're going to be relying on just mere words, then what does that even make any sense to see what has happened in the past of these people coming to tell us one story, and at the end of the day, they are acting the other way?
To be fair to these people, they never told you they were going to solve the
okay,
problem.
okay,
They
please,
never did anything
please,
to really solve the problem. All these
They
ones.
didn't do
please,
anything to solve it, but they actually told us before they got into power. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Because right now
see,
you're pinpointing everything to the fact that Peter Obi is not actually explaining how he's going to tackle all of these things.
Did
But I'm
Buhari tell you that
telling
he was
you,
going to recruit 1 million
what
soldiers?
no
but he
no
told us he was going to tackle
please excuse me,
insecurity. He
in
was also
fairness,
Kachi,
going
I
to
think
tackle
What
corruption.
is
Kachi, I
this
think this
please,
obsession?
discussion is
Kachi,
just slowing us
What is this
down. You know,
obsession
Kachi,
with 1 million soldiers?
Kachi,
What is
please
this obsession?
let
It's
me
an
say this,
obsession. 1
please.
million soldiers. What is
Let,
obsession with 1 million soldiers? Why? Why are you
Because
so obsessed with
that
1
is
million
how
soldiers?
your
No,
people become sovereign.
if
because I think I
let me
really
say
need to
this
answer
because
Mr. Tunanja this time around because he's always
in
going on
fairness,
and on
if
about this. That's why I just needed to
excuse me,
address that. Mr. CM, please go
excuse me.
ahead. Please be quick. Thank you.
Okay, yes. In fairness to P2B on the issue of security, what we how to fight insurgency, but there are two ways to do it, and he said it. One, he thought about more recruitment will be there. He started by saying the first thing is state police, so that whatever is happening in every state, the governor is responsible. Then you move to military. But mind you, in fighting insurgency, we are not expecting him to give us the nitty-gritty of to stop terrorism, because those terrorists are also listening before then. That's why he cannot go that route. That's one thing. And he has said
Exactly.
it.
Exactly, my brother. We forget they
That's
are
why
listening.
exactly they're also listening. That's why security, because part of security does not just mean carrying gun. Intelligence gathering is the 90% of securing a country. It's intelligence, so that you be proactive. And that intelligence means the state security service and the central and whatever, external and internal. So in fairness to him, he has done that. What he also said that I like, when they are talking of, these people that stole our money, Diola said it. How are you gonna recover it? He said, look, what he will do is when he come in, he stop the leakage first. You seal it. They say by sealing it, you've saved money. Say no more stealing. Then Diola was probing him. He said, look, within the bounds of the rule of law, you pursue those people that are stealing money. With evidence, you face them. But first of all, that's why he said, you cannot be opening your shop. Thieves will come and cut away what you're selling. Then you lock the shop and start pursuing thieves. What you do is you continue selling the little that is left, then hand over that thing to the police. They will not do their job. But in my own case, what I proposed earlier was, in doing all these things, because Nigerians are willing to see somebody who will tell them, if I go in there within 8 months, uninterrupted power supply, all this, that's what we want to hear. What I'm saying is, Peter should try as much as possible, gather more information, and try to explain the rot to Nigerians. Let them know the depth where we are. You cannot be at minus 40 degrees centigrade under snow and you are promising sunshine. We know you have to move to zero. The snow will
Okay,
melt before you
thank
now get
you.
sunshine. So you must say that so that what happened to Zambia do not happen to Nigeria or Djibouti, where China will take over some assets of the country. You don't know the terms of the
Thank
loan
you.
agreement. So let me explain to Nigerians all these things as we are going along.
Thank you, Mr. CM. I think that's a very valid
Sorry,
point. I
Kachi.
really think Mr. Peter Obi should actually divulge those kind of information of how deep the mess has gotten into, so people can, be realistic with their expectation. So people can be realistic with what they are expecting of him.
It's,
So I really think it's
it's
a
true.
very good point for him to come out and let us know how deep. Probably we are just seeing the surface. We might not even know how deep the situation has eaten the country. So I really think is a good idea for him to come out and let us know that the thing bad, well low. So this is how we're going to go about it, and things like that.
Kachi, can
But
I
before
have
I
30
move further, I
seconds,
want to say,
please?
yes, you're going to have 30 seconds, but let me just quickly acknowledge Mr. Pansat HD for the super sticker he just gave to us right now. Thank you so much, Mr. Pansat. God bless you. You have done it 3 or 4 times today. God bless you. God bless you. Your blessing and a triple. Thank you very much. God bless you. I really appreciate you, Mr. Pansat. I also want to say thank you to Mr. Amechi Ikiobi for that super sticker right there. Mr. Amechi, God bless you. Your blessing are double, triple. Thank you so much, Mr. Amechi. And to everyone who has gifted us today, thank you so much. God bless you all. I really do appreciate you. God bless you. God bless your effort. May your effort never be in vain. May God bless the works of your hands. And anywhere we want to bring out that one, God will multiply and for now. Thank you guys so much. God bless you. Mr. Chooks, you're going to ask a question. We have somebody that just joined us here, Mr. Eleri. But before I go to him, Mr. Chooks, you were going to ask a question. Please be fast with your question. Then we'll go to the last
Yeah,
person for today.
it's not
Thank
a question. I just I will just advise everyone to try to watch Daniel Buala's interview on TVC. He practically said it that the APC made the insecurity worse by their inactions. So it tells anybody who is going there how to solve that problem. That's my take on this. Thank you.
Okay,
Hello?
thank you. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chooks, for that submission right there. Thank you so much. But let's not even forget that some other people have promised us X, Y, Z, and they are not even granting any interviews. People are not even asking them any question. Let's not even forget that. Let's have that at the back of our minds that some people don't promise us X, Y, Z, and they are not granting any interviews. They are not even giving themselves an opportunity for Nigerians to ask them questions. Is it not obvious when you are looking at the three people? Is it not obvious the person that has the country at heart? Is it not obvious? I'm going to go straight to the last person for today, which is Mr. Eleri. Good evening to you, sir. Thank you for joining me today. Please go ahead and make your submission, please.
Thank you. I won't take up too much of your time. I just wanted to say Buhari took office in 2015. We're now in 2022. During that time, his government allocated 5 trillion naira to defense. That's close to 6 years, 5 trillion naira. And as we all know, it has made no difference at all. We still have problems with Boko Haram and banditry. So I'm thinking if people think that money hasn't been spent on defense, 5 trillion naira is a lot of money. How much more do you want spent on defense? We need reform, the way they conduct the military. Because if they're spending 5 trillion naira and after 6 years we haven't seen any solutions, forcing people to join the military and increasing more money for the military is not going to solve our problems. And oh yeah, after we spent 5 trillion naira on the military for 6 years, somehow the government was able to find 1.4 billion naira and buy SUVs, which they sent to Niger to help them with their security problems. That hasn't helped. So investment in the military has already been done, and that isn't resolving any problem. So we need more complex solutions to this problem. That's all.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Larry. That was very brief. I'm not sure I really catch what you were saying right there, but thank you so much for that. I appreciate you for coming on the show today. God bless you. I want to say thank you to Mr. Femi Bash for the super sticker right there. Mr. Femi Bash, I swear you guys are just making me very, very happy today. Thank you, Mr. Femi. God bless you. I'm really so much grateful for. Before I will go speak with you, I know Sabi. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, Mr. Femi, for that. I want to also say thank you to Gatman Onye Dots. Okay, I hope I got that correctly, Gatman Onye. Thank you so much. God bless you for this super sticker. I swear I'm so, so, so grateful. God bless you all. Thank you so much for this. May your pocket never run dry. May the Almighty continue to bless you and double your pocket. Thank you so much. I'm going to also say thank you to Mr. Osaye Edo Okoi guy. I hope I got that correctly too. Thank you so much. God bless you all for showering us with so much love and encouragement this evening. God bless you. God bless you all. I'm so grateful. I'm super, super grateful. Bella Naomi, Mr. Chidi Domike, Mr. Jonachi Ofele, Naomi Bella, Joseph Oji, Osaye Edo, everybody that gifted us today, this night. God bless you, Mr. Femi Bash, all of you. God bless you. May your pocket never run dry. And to those wonderful people on the panel, we learn from you guys every day. Thank you guys so much. God bless you all for taking time out of your busy schedule to always do this with us. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you guys. And to the amazing people on the comment section, oh my God, you guys are amazing. In fact, you guys make the comment section very, 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 very interesting. God bless you all. I really do appreciate every single one of you. I think I understand the angle Mr. Tunanja is coming from. I really think I do understand the angle he's coming from, right? This platform allows diversity, allows different ideas, because that is the only way we can learn. We cannot exactly be listening to ourselves talk and listen to what we are saying from other people. So thank you guys so much for doing this with me, and to our amazing viewers out there, thank you guys so much. We cannot spell success without all of you. God bless you all. We really do appreciate every single one of you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. But because una don't make me smile today, I think we're going to go around again for the third time. When I don't, you guys have really put a smile on my face. Thank you guys so much. God bless you all for doing this. We're going to go around again for the third time. I'm going to give everybody again 2 minutes each to just round up basically on what has been said few minutes ago. Let's just quickly round up on this security issue of Peter Obi not actually coming out to say so. Thank you guys so much once again. I appreciate your patience. Thank you guys. God bless you all. I'm going to start with Mr. Judy. Mr. Judy, now 2 minutes now they give you. Please stay true to your 2 minutes. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Yeah, it's I want to say as time continues, as time goes on in this campaign, we're going to have many defection from PDP and APC faithfuls down to Labour Party, down to in support of Itobi, because that's the way what I'm what's going to happen. And I want to say to Emiloko and Atiku that the right and honorable thing for them to do, if they still have any single soul left in them, is to just step down for P2B, because the handwriting is so bold on the wall. Because as time, if what we are seeing now in all over Nigeria, the kind of buzz, the kind of movement, the kind of shaking P2B, the obedience is carrying out all over the states in Nigeria. This is not even the southern again, even in the northern states and everywhere. And election have not even started proper. That is, a campaign has not even started proper. So imagine when it will start, those people will be run off the town. So the best thing to, for them to retain some, a little integrity that is left of their shameful, useless life, is to just, step down and say, okay, P2B carry the go. So that is what I'm hoping that they should do, if they have any integrity still left in them. So I thank everybody who has been listening to us, and I wish all the best.
Thank you very much, Mr. Juden, for that. And thank you for keeping to the time. I'm going to go straight to Mr. Son of God, please. You have 2 minutes.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much, Kachi. Right. I just wanted to just round up very quickly. Let me see if I can go through everything. I saw written a few things down. I know that a lot of people have said that P2B should find out the details of everything, the rot. I agree with that, but we have to understand the government that we're dealing with. We are dealing with very the dishonest people. They will never give P2B the whole details of what is going on. The only way P2B will get any, if you notice, he quotes things that are in the public domain. It is very difficult for P2B to get sensitive information. What I still believe is that by the time he gets there, there's some things that we don't know that he will find out. But he can have general information. But the main rot in that place, he will never have an accurate figure because they will never tell him. They will never tell him. They will hide. And now, secondly, now we have to be a bit. I think some people have mentioned this. We have to be a bit patient. I think Mr. Alex has, somebody else has already spoken about it. We have to be trying and be patient with P2B. If you're expecting him to come out and be slamming these people that stole money, be telling them I'm going to lock all of them up, that some people are expecting him to say all of them that stole money, I'm going to get all of them. He has to be careful. We have to be careful. This man has to be careful until he gets into the post. So he has to play the game with them. Some people may not like it, but he has to play the game because he has to be safe, one, and he has to get there first. If those people see that he's coming there to come and deal with them, then over their dead body, they'll rather the country burns. So please, let's be patient till the man gets to the place, then we can begin to be more aggressive about what we want him to say. But we know he's honest, we know he's prudent, so let's get him in there first. Finally, now I just wanted to talk about this. I know Mr. Tunaja is fixated on this 1 million army. This is the number he calls. But I want him to understand. You may be thinking that 1 million is what is needed. He may get there. It may be more. It may even be more. So when he gets there, he will do his due diligence and will discover exactly how much. So this figure that you always quote, you may think that figure is the optimal figure. To you, it may be the optimal figure. To somebody else, that figure may not be the optimal figure. So let's give him a chance to get there first. Instead of always having a figure we have, it must be 1 million, it must be 2 million. You don't know the figure. When he gets there, he will decide on what the figure should be. Let's don't be quoting figures that we're not sure if that is the optimal figure. We can say in other countries it was 1 million, it was 10 million. But he has to also look at the Nigeria environment and find a figure that will be okay for the country that we're in. Okay, we can quote countries figures from other countries, but that may not be the optimal figure for our country. So let's don't be fixated on one figure and say it must be this figure. If it's not this figure, then it's not okay. Let's just be careful about that. Thank you.
I think I thought it was free for all now.
Okay. No, sorry guys, I had a little problem with the my internet. Thank you guys so much. I'm back now. I think Mr. Son of God just finished speaking, right?
Yeah, finished now. Finish. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Tunanja, please, you're up next.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, about that 1 million, I think that I said that as a minimum, actually. The reason why I insist on these things is because we have to become a sovereign country that can defend itself. Right now, Nigeria is not one of them. When one soldier is meant to defend 2,000 people, that there is something odd about that. And I really wish people take more time to look at the numbers of Nigerian soldiers compared to that of non-Black African countries, not to mention further afield. Then you start seeing that something is seriously wrong. And this is why what I'm saying here is not only just about, tackling the basic security. It's about us being a confident country that can stand on its own. Nigeria belongs to that class of countries that if we stand on our own, our power will be magnified. We are very, very important to the continent. We are the largest population of Black people in the world, as it is. So people are looking up to us to say, okay, you have these numbers, you do something with it. But so far, we are using 0.1% of our population. This is why I say those things. About this thing, Peter will be, speaking more about his security plans, like someone has already acknowledged. He's already said those things publicly. So he should be saying it more clearly, because sometimes the way he comes across is he has to think that, okay, the people in the north will be watching and thinking, what is he saying? Like he's not going to tell us what his plans are. They will be thinking, they will be afraid. And can you imagine somebody running away with that and telling the people in the north that this guy, don't trust him. He's an Ojuku boy. You look at what he's saying, you don't know what he's going to do. You don't need that. You have to have plain speaking, and that doesn't compromise security. Nobody's telling you to start naming the generals and the exact strategies you're going to use. But you can share this in a kind of unfold a kind of policy that says, okay, this is my direction I'm going to use. I want my country to be sovereign. I want us to be able to deal with this problem and even take it to the Sahel and clean that area out if we need to clean. Those type of things, you can say them without, rankling all the whole world to pieces and everybody getting scared. And it gives the current ones morale. They need that morale. You think they want to be hearing, oh, I have a strategy. No, that's not what they want to hear. They want to see a commander-in-chief that is coming in saying, this is what is going to happen, and we mean business, and let your enemies know that now, that you are going to go and crush them. So that is what I feel needs to be happening. And our people, I really hope you people, I don't even hope, I demand that you have to start thinking like a sovereign people, like any other people. No white man. In the UK here, they were looking for the most intelligent people in the world. Guess what? It was a Nigerian family from Edo State. In the world, we are a people, and somehow we've forgotten that. We have to become sovereign, and Nigeria is at the heart of it. And if we don't do it, we are going to set the continent back. All this work we are doing, all you people are just going to come and take everything, and like they are doing now already. And it needs to stop. That they are the ones bleeding us dry. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tunanja. I think I understand the angle that you're coming from. Thank you very much for that submission right there. I want to say thank you to Mr. Alexander Gomez for that super sticker right there. Thank you so much, Mr. Alexander. God bless you for your continuous support to Ninja World platform. God bless you. May your pocket never run dry. We really do appreciate you. Thank you so much, and God bless you. We're gonna go straight to Mr. CM. Mr. CM, please, you have the floor. 2 minutes.
Okay. Yes, as much as we are looking forward to Mr. Peter Obi, when he comes in to do the magic, we also have to remember that he will need our cooperation in whatever way possible.
Exactly.
About getting us to know the extent of the problem we have. To me, that is more important, because it will also help us to also apportion where is this money going to come from. Considering the fact that NNPC, the way it's run, oil, the main revenue generating institution we have, I don't think it's not transparent anymore. Nobody can say what has been earned or whatever. All these things will take money. Nigeria the rot is quite deep, but if we keep telling us, I can understand when the Son of God said that the type of government, they won't let him know all these things. I know, but if yes and no, let him keep telling us that this is where we are. Probably that may even make them to come up and encountering certain things. Let us know. Ordinarily, right now he should know. And because our Nigerian population, they are not literate enough. If it's in the UK, what have you costed it? How are you gonna finance it? How is the money going to come about? So all this is part of engagement. Not that we know you will do it. You're not going to do. We only have to do with our own personal money. And people will now ask you, if you are going to do it, what of the amount we owe? How are we gonna pay our debt? Is it this time so that we know we have a breathing space, or do we start to pay it immediately you get in? So that all these things will be, putting plus and minus together. Everything cannot just be plus, plus, plus. There must be minus. If we are borrowing money we are owing, we have to pay. What are the terms of the loan? When are they due? What do you want to do? Even if you are seaport, revamping the seaport and opening more, how much will it cost you? What will it add to this thing? All these are part of the engagement, so that as we are doing it, we now know we have to be cautious and say, okay, not just El Dorado. By the time he gets in, say, hey, he was promising heaven and earth, and I'm coming, because everything is money. You must how are you going to finance all these things? What are the liabilities you are owing? Because you don't just count that you're a millionaire when you are owing people. You have to remove all the ones you are owing, and then you know how much is left before you now start. A sensible person will now know it. So that is the aspect I'm looking at, and that will be determined by the level of rot. If you know, if he knows it, maybe certain things he won't tell us. I agree, but the ones we need to know, tell the public this is how it is. ASU, how much is ASU asking for? By the time you get in, what is the state of? You know, there are a lot of things money will do,
Okay.
and then we get to know. So that's
Thank
what
you.
I'm being cautious. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. CM, for that submission right there. Mr. Alexander Gomez. You say, how come catching my name better? I think you want to say, how come catching pronounces my name better than anyone here? How many people don't call your name, Mr. Alexander? Again, anybody will call your name for you. May everybody begin to call your name, may you the shake body. If not like that, I could tell my panelists whether they call your name now or make you begin the shake body for us. Anyways, thank you very much for this super sticker. God bless you, Mr. Alexander. Thank you guys so much. You guys have made my day today. God bless you all. May your pocket never run dry. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate this. I really appreciate the super sticker. Thank you to every one of you. Thank you. God bless you. Mr. Alex, please, you're up next.
Yes, I want to quickly correct something, maybe put some assertions to some people who we think you can wish away international superpowers from your territories when you have natural resources. It's not possible. They will find a way to mingle in your politics. So when you try to cut them off, it's a big problem. But you can have rules of engagement. You can have a limit. Even China mingle in affairs of countries, one way or the other these days. Especially France, Britain, and Germany. They will never, ever leave you alone. South Africa, that we are saying Nelson Mandela, upon all the work they did, somehow there is still a little bit of that white superiority there. A little bit. It's still there. Those who live in South Africa will tell you a little bit. Not much. It has been brought down, but you see some fragments. It's there. So wishing away the international community from mingling into your affairs when they were your former colonial masters, you are just joking. Wake up. Wake up. These are superpowers. They are the ones. That is why, what was his name? Mustafa. He told Wole Soyinka that, sir, during your put up panel, you can go and watch that video. He said, sir, were you not at the meeting in London on the 4th floor of 11-story building? In the meeting that decided the fate and the life of Sani Abacha. Wole Soyinka was speechless. You see the horror in his face. He said, yes, of course, but Abacha's family was divided against him. That's what he said. We know Soyinka is a CIA. He's on $6 million from the American government, as every CIA person does. That's why you cannot see his private life outside. These are rules of how CIA members live their lives. It's another thing entirely. But the point is this: they have a way of mingling. You have more than 3 or 4 CIA members in your country. Babangida is one of them. That's why they left him. They used him to annul that famous June 12 elections. So you cannot wish away these guys. They are wicked. They are terrible. Any leader that do not want to dance to their whims and caprices, they find a way to take him off. They've been doing that in every territory. It's not only Nigeria. They are in India. They are in Zimbabwe. They are everywhere. But you not find a way to minimize it. We have sovereignty, fine, but they only gave us flag independence. Unfortunately, this is the reality. That's why most of us who spent years reading politics, we know these things, and we'll find a way to take over. How we can engage and renegotiate our collaboration in the international community, like the United Nations, African nations, or European Union in Brussels. You only find a way to modify your relationship with them, like Ghana is doing. Ghana face-to-face, the Ghana president, he told the Switzerland, economic minister, on a live program, don't ever come to Ghana again to collect cocoa, because they'll buy cocoa from them $1 or $2 million and go and celebrate $500 million profit in Zurich and Geneva. They refuse to increase the way they buy. So these are the ways you can only block those leakages, like Obi is always saying. You can't just come out and start saying we don't want England again. We don't want. Mali is doing it, but they are paying for it. Russia came in. There is no
That is the
vacuum.
way you do it. You can't outsource your people's survival to another group's power.
I
How
know,
can you say that?
but for me, I totally understand. But this is the reality. You can only wish that they will kill you. They will find
It's
a way to
because
take
of
you out.
weakness. Other people have done it. They pay the price and they pull their power away from other people. We can't. The Chinese did it. The Indians did it. Iranians are doing it. North Koreans are doing it. What is wrong with us?
Unfortunately, okay. Unfortunately, the people that should have done it, Obasanjo had the chance to do it in 70s. Abu Salami had the chance. This dead or alive Buhari had the chance to do it. But Babangida had the chance to do it. Blame your northern military boys who had the chance to be good dictators. Kagame is doing it. Kagame is the most hated African leader just now because he does not want them to interfere, and they are really giving him that space to develop his country. But your wicked and useless military boys who had the chance, who had the barrel of the gun to do it, but they didn't do it. So who are you laying the blame on now?
It's our generation now. We cannot be saying we cannot change it.
In conclusion is this. In conclusion, Obi knows what he's doing. For me, he knows what he's doing. We have to come to a roundtable talk. These people listen to discussions and dialogue. It's just a matter of telling them, hey, we don't want this to happen again. We can only give you this. They will never end. Is this oil money that is it to pay our people benefit? This is why they give resident permit and visas. Unfortunately, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Alex. I'm going to go straight to Mr.
They will never end. You have to make them end.
Mr. Larry, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, you have to make them end. No one disputes that. What we want is strategy on how you make them end.
Thank you.
Simply saying you need 1 million or 2 million extra soldiers in the military doesn't mean a damn thing. If the system is rotten, if the people running the system are rotten, there has to be more rhetoric that is actually intelligent and helps us with a good strategy. No one disagrees with the military side of things or being sovereign. So don't feel that anyone is against you on that too, Nigel. There just has to be a good plan for that. You can't go up to Uncle Sam and give Uncle Sam the middle finger and say, we're going to do what we want and you can't do anything, because they will bomb you into the Stone Age. So you need to come up with a better plan. The other thing that I find fascinating is this love for Peter Obi. Maybe I've been bruised and battered by military dictatorships in Nigeria for too long. I don't trust politicians. So I don't know why everyone suddenly believes Peter Obi is the Messiah who is going to change things. Maybe I'm just being, too negative, and I hope all of you guys are right. But as far as I'm concerned, Peter Obi is just another Nigerian politician. He'll come into power and he ain't going to do anything. So I wish I had your optimism, all of you. But to me, after years growing up in Nigeria and then living outside Nigeria, I don't trust any politician there. So I'm sorry, but I don't believe in Peter Obi.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Larry. You're very much.
Who do you believe then?
Who be this one again? Who be this one? They don't come.
There's nobody to believe in.
He doesn't believe in any Nigerian politicians, but for him, every one of them are the same. I totally do understand why you feel that way, because we've been battered. Truly, we've been promised a lot. We've sung praises of some of these politicians, and at the end of the day, they disappointed us. So I totally do understand. But one thing I want you to understand is Nigerians have never been this invested, especially the youth. They've never been this invested in politics as much as they are right now. This is to tell you that something is happening. Everybody is tired. I believe everybody has gotten their own fair share of suffering in the country. We all have gotten our own fair share of suffering. I believe 90% of Nigerians have been harassed by either a police officer or something, illegally. So I want to be positive that something great is coming, because if you see the way Nigerians are pouring their heart out at whatever is going on right now, it has never happened before. Nobody is paying anybody anything to come out and do what they are doing. This is to show you that something is coming. This is to show you that something is coming. Please, my brother Larry, I would just, speak to you to please try and be positive. on this one, because when you look at the three people running right now for the position, it's very glaring. You don't need a soothsayer to tell you that one person is more qualified than the other two. That is just the truth. We really do not have a choice right now. We really do not have a choice right now as it is. We just have to come together and make it work. Somebody
Oh,
said
sorry,
something.
sorry. My sister, thanks for that. But before you leave, I asked the question.
Yeah.
I said in the chat that the Northerners are the majority. Their population is bigger than the Southeast and the Southwest.
Yeah, you
Now,
said.
if the majority of them choose not to vote for Peter Obi, there's no way he's going to become elected.
Okay,
He has
guess
to
what?
convince them.
We don't need the whole of the North to vote for Peter Obi. We don't need the
We
whole
need
of them.
most of them, though. We need most of
We
them.
don't need the whole of them. I think what we need is 20% from each. I think it's 20% from each region. 20% from each region. That 25%. Okay,
Yeah,
yes,
25,
25%.
25.
25% from each region. That's what we need. So we don't need the whole of the North to actually win. 25% from each region. That is what is needed. So please, my brother,
And you are confident, my sister, that 25% of them will vote for Peter Obi?
What can we do? We just have to keep doing what
Yes, we are confident.
do. We just need to keep doing what we can do. And trust me, Peter Obi also have people in the North. You think the North,
We are confident. We are confident.
the North, not them, the poverty they hit pass. Not them the suffering they hit pass. Not them all the problems, all the wahala, all the just name it. The kidnapping, the killings, not them the thing they hit pass. So these guys are beginning to understand that, man, at this point in time, it's no longer business as usual. They cannot keep using us to enrich themselves and their generations to come. At this point in time, no, we're not talking about these things anymore. It's not going to be business as usual. So my dear brother, please, I'm just trying to see how I can convince you at this point in time that one way or the other we just have to get involved. Thank you very much. I'm going to go straight to Gingerbread Man. Somebody else has joined. We don't there 5 minutes. So make una help me. 5 hours. Make una help me like and share this broadcast. I beg my people. Make una help me like and share the broadcast, and also support us by using the $ to the right on the comment section. God bless you all as you do so. Gingerbread Man, please, you have 2 minutes. Then we'll go through.
I just come now. Why they give me only 2 minutes?
We don't do here for 5 hours. So now the super chat one they give me, now they switch me for, but we make us stay till now.
Well, thank you very much. This is Gingerbread Man, aka Gatman Onye Dot.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you.
Yes, thank you very much, everybody. See, I love Naija Wash. Everyone that comes here are very intelligent, and I believe our goal is to amplify what P2B has been saying. And I happen to have started following P2B from PDP while he was going through the 36 states campaigning for the presidential ticket of the PDP. And subsequently, I continue to follow him even now in Labour Party. And I think we are going to be very fair before we come here to listen to the interviews he has granted and the things he has said. We should need to make sure that we understand the things he has said, so that when we come to this platform, we are able to amplify it for people that follow this platform in order to understand. So when it comes to security, security is a classified information. And for those of us who want P2B to come out in black and white paper and tell us how he's going to tackle security, I don't think you are being fair. If you listen to P2B yesterday, about 2 days ago, when he was interviewed by Adiola, he said something. He gave an example. I think it is Zamfara State Governor who said that he had about 500 policemen in his state. And in each police station, there are about 20 policemen, and only 10 have weapons. P2B went further to say, if, imagine you can triple the size of the police people in that state, and all of them are armed, the security situation will be different. This is a man who has told you from day one, pop and plain, that state security is a must. So when you, and state security is not limited to the police. I believe also the military is also involved. But before you say employ or recruit 1 million Nigerians, the military, for you to go into the military, you have is a patriotic step. And somebody talked about, will you increase the we asked people, will you increase the salary of doctors? He said it's not just doctors, that everybody in Nigeria is underpaid, both the police, both the military. So the goal is to increase productivity. When you increase productivity, then remuneration will be further compensated. Now, when we talk about military, nobody is going to come and force you and enroll you into the military. But if you see that, okay, the military, the police are being paid, and the government gives an opportunity with a very good package as a military man serving the government or a policeman serving the government, you will see people who have that mindset of being in the force will willfully enroll into the military. So let us don't fixate our mind as saying that we need 1 million people in the military. It can be more than that, but the environment has to be made conducive for them. The other thing I want to talk about is the issue of P2B. I think I said it, military, and I think, let me rest my case here. I have only 2 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Gingerbread Man, for keeping to your time, even if you managed to pass it. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate you. And also, thank you so much for the super sticker. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Another person don't join us. Some no will come up for here today. Hey, God, do. Okay, I'm going to go straight to Mr. Onochi. I hope I got that correctly. Good evening to you, sir. Thank you for joining me. Please, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes, please.
After I've stayed there for 5 hours, you're giving me only 2 minutes.
Which time you used there for 5 hours? But you just came in now.
But I've been chatting with you people all these hours.
On the comment section.
I've been in backbencher.
What's your name on the comments?
John Oche.
Hey!
I'm a backbencher.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for the super sticker. Okay, you know what? I'm going to give you 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
No. I'm joking.
All right. Please go ahead.
Okay. I want, if anybody is capable of conveying this message, let someone tell someone to tell Peter Obi that Italy, as powerful as they are, they don't have army. They only have officers, and just few foot soldiers. You know what they do? Every Italian male born is a soldier. It is a must, unless there is a sickness that prevents you from enrolling. You have to go there and learn how to operate one machine, one equipment, to be your ID card. I have my own certificate, my own military in Italy, right? And what I was taught to do. So in case of war, you will be called. They will call maybe 10 years behind. It depends, or 5 years behind, to come and join the force and defend the nation, because to pay the salary is too much. Employ brings you, and for one number to pay the salary will be problem. They rather concentrate on police. That if I were those people, I will employ more people in police and forget army. Every male born will be army, and girls will be optional. If you want to belong, you come. You get it? 1. Then 2, Abba Kyari. Bundle him, tie his leg, and pass him to America with immediate effect. I rest my story. I enjoy what others are saying. Right? I end here. I save time for you.
Thank you, Mr. John Ochi. Thank you very much.
Italy does have an armed forces, just in case people are left with that. Italy does have almost 400,000.
Thank you very much, Mr. John Ochi, for your submission right there. And also, thank you so much for the super sticker. God bless you. We really do appreciate you. God bless you. We're going to go straight to the next person, which is
Italy for 28 years. During the Gulf War, they jealous America and Britain and Canada for having professional soldiers. Why they don't have soldiers? Now they have to say, okay, do we need to employ more people in the army? Every male born in Italy is a soldier. They have over 10 million soldiers. I'm telling you. I'm one of them here. I'll go to my box and bring out my certificate to see it.
It's fine, sir.
Right?
Thank you.
I'm talking from experience.
Thank you very much, Mr. John Ochi. Thank you very much. Princess Paul, please, you're up next. Princess Paul.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Hi, good evening to you.
Good evening. Yeah, I do follow the politics in Nigeria, and I was listening to some of the charts, and I was really worried because there are some comments some of the people there are making, which I begin to wonder if actually all of us are actually Nigerians, because I'm just like, that is the main reason why I had to come in, because out of the three contestants that came out for this position, looking at all of them, actually Peter Obi is better off. That's my own personal view. Tinubu and Atiku, if I want to choose between Atiku and Tinubu, I will say maybe Atiku, if actually Peter Obi is not even there. But looking at the three of them, I can see, because I've looked at Atiku and Tinubu and Peter Obi. Peter Obi is not a perfect person, but at least he's fair. So now, and this is the only man that is going around the whole world. Everybody is questioning him. And in fact, why I came in is, I think, is it to Nigeria, or there are some few couples of people in there that we are saying they should be asking. I know you will have to ask this man questions, but there are some things they should give him that grace. They should be calm with this man, because the way they're asking, this man cannot say anything. I think one of the gentlemen there said that he needs to be careful, and it's true, because they can kill him. So, and they were actually explaining these things to, I think, is it to Nigeria and few other people? And is it to Nigeria and few other people are still insisting that he still needs to answer some these questions. So
And CM, and
pushed me
CM, it's
in.
and CM.
Wait, that actually pushed me in. No, I think CM was something made a point regarding for Peter Obi to say exactly the state of the country, what is going on at the moment, so that the hope of Nigerians, so that when he gets there, people will not start expecting so much. So that point that's the only thing I feel is very important. And I think that Peter Obi is actually making those points. I think in the NBA conference, talking about the failed states, enlighten Nigeria the situation of things. I think probably with this advice, he will actually, need to do his own research to let Nigerians know, especially regarding this loan. Because definitely, if Peter Obi gets there, this loan thing, he has to pay for it in one way or the other. So I think the main reason why I come into this, I've been watching, but I don't like to go on the internet, but I was really moved, because I was wondering if in Little Nigeria, I don't know where they are based. Are they based in Nigeria, or they are based outside the country? Sometimes I begin to wonder how we cannot come together, be united, and fight this cause. Because looking at the three leaders, people coming out to contest, Peter Obi is not perfect. We know that, but at least it's fair. Tinubu hasn't even made any, interview. He's the only one. Even Atiku, all of them has got spokesperson speaking for them. So I mean, in fact, I'm really,
Auntie,
really
thank
worried.
you. The only one that is making interview want to kill him with questions. Thank you, my sister.
No, let me just finish. God, this is the first time I've never entered. So it's just an advice for, is it too Niger? I know I'm not against you. You are making a point. We need to ask them these questions. I think the reason why I'm calling you, because I think your name came up in I think few other people. We need to allow this man. This man cannot answer all questions. I think one of the gentlemen was saying he should be very careful, because he made one statement that within 3 months or something, he would do something shocking. I was worried. His safety, this man's security is paramount. That is what we need to be talking about now. Not this man shaking everybody's hand. They can shoot him, they can do anything. That is what all of us should be worried about now. We should actually get people to talk to him to say, you know what, you can be talking, but we need your security as well. Because he's growing. People are like, he has that likability. Everywhere you go, people love him. I'm a Nigerian, you understand? But I'm outside the country. I'm watching. In fact, there's no Nigerian that is not watching, following the Nigerian politics. So I don't, you see, that's why I don't even understand, because we outside the country, the way we reason sometimes, then I begin to wonder, then if actually you are in Nigeria, then how will you be reasoning? Sometimes I see people, debating and say Tinubu is the best. Fine. I like debate. Now tell me, justify why you love to vote for Tinubu, why you love to vote for Peter Obi, why you love to vote for Atiku. Bring your facts out. So by the time you bring your facts, I will not look at it. I've looked at the three of them. That is my own personal judgment. Some people will say, oh, Tinubu did Lagos something. That is not the fact. The thing there is that let's look at the real fact. I don't know the three of them, but looking at them, I've seen Tinubu speak, I've seen Atiku speak, I've seen Peter Obi speak. He's the only one that speak, at least even from his mind. You can, if you are a psychologist, you will know what I'm talking about. Please, I think all of us
Okay,
should
thank you.
be, at least give this man Peter
A
Obi
question,
at least that little chance, and to be careful of
a,
the questions we ask him, because the way
Thank
is
a,
going, very soon is going to be politics, and
a question for
campaign will start. And the way
Princess.
I'm looking at things, I'm scared of his life. I don't want them to kill him. That is just my worry. Okay, now if
A
they
question,
kill this man, all these struggles all of you are trying to do, it should be over.
Thank you very much,
a question for Princess. A question for Princess.
Mr. CM.
You
Please make it
know
fast.
me.
We've spent so
Okay,
much
yeah.
time here
Nothing
already.
will happen to
Thank,
Obi by the
thank,
name of
thank you.
Jesus.
Thank you. Princess, do you
Yeah.
do you agree with me that at this critical time, that as much as we expect we are being a sort of P2B should rekindle our hope, that it is
Yes.
also that is also important for him to be drumming into us the enormity of the problem and exactly a true position of what it will take in terms of resources to bring out Nigeria. Not just that he will do it, so that we know. We know, because we have to be balanced the two. Don't just keep telling us this will come, this will come, this will come. Let us know the enormity of the problem in
Mr. C,
every
Ex-
can I
sector.
answer that question? Can I make a comment to your
Exactly.
question?
Exactly. Just give me 1 minute. When I was speaking, I said, I did see you are CM, isn't it? I said one of the gentlemen
Yes,
mentioned about something which is very, very important for us to tell Obi about this. That at least he's actually mentioning it. I think in the NBA about the failed state, threatening us about these things you are talking about. I think he needs to do his own research and do more, especially the loan, so that
exactly.
when he gets there, this particular point you are making is a very good point. And that is what I expect everybody on this planet, even the two Nigeria, to be talking about. Not asking the Peter Obi, the security, the main is what is going to do how will I put it? Is plan. Let me tell you something. If he actually says everything, believe you me, that man will not stay. In fact, he won't even get there. I assure you, it will never get there. It will never get that point.
Okay, thank you.
Please,
If
can I
he takes the
respond quickly
position,
to
they
Mr.
won't
Siam's
even allow
question? Just
him.
few
Thank you,
seconds. 1
You see?
Princess.
minute.
Thank you.
So I agree with you. Is this CM what you said? That is the only thing I pick up, and that is the point I want Peter Obi to do his research and let Nigerian know the situation of
Exactly.
things, and especially the loan, because I heard that the Nigerian government, they are going to get more loans. So, and for me, I'm not aware of the current loan. So there's a lot of loans. So the Nigerians needs to be aware about this. So that
Thank
is
you,
my advice for
Princess.
everybody,
Thank
especially to
you.
Nigeria. Please, I beg you.
Thank
I
you.
know we need to ask our leaders all the necessary um, questions, but just try and ask questions so that he won't say everything. Please,
Thank
I
you
beg
very
you.
much. Thank
Thank
you.
Kachi,
you.
Thank
Kachi,
you,
please.
thank you, Princess Paul,
Let's
for coming here today. I wish you can keep coming. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, Princess Paul. Thank you for that. We have Vivian Ross. Mr. Gingerbread Man, I know you're going to say something, but please let's just allow those who are yet to even contribute at all to say something. Then I'll come back
I
to
just
you.
want to respond to Mr. CM quickly, 30 seconds, so that
Okay, please,
I don't.
please go ahead. 30
Thank you,
seconds.
Mr. CM, for that question. So the reason why P2B has been able to, educate Nigerians thus far is because he has done his own personal research. Now, the question you are asking for P2B to tell Nigerians the details of how deep or how much we are owing, those are classified information. P2B is not in the current government. He does not have access to those documents that has the terms and conditions of those loans, and there's no way he can get it. So we asking him for those specific details is overshooting the gun. Now he has said something with regards to that. He said if he becomes president, from day one he will run an open government. That from day one Nigerians will know what is there and we know what is being done as the train is moving. So I think that is fair enough. Mr. Tinubu and Atiku have not been able to answer 10% of the questions P2B has been able to answer so far. So I think the man is trying. So let us don't overshoot the gun and set him up.
Okay. Thank you, Gingerbread Man. Vivian Rose, you're up next, please. Vivian Rose.
Hello.
Good evening, Vivian Rose.
Good evening, sister. Good evening, everybody. I didn't want to talk about politics because I'm not good in politics, okay? But I came in now to ask just a question, not asking a question, but want to say something, which is it's about 7 years now that is paining me, okay? I'm asking, no, I'm saying Peter Obi because I'm obedient. Next year, please take care of our sports people that are here. Because my son is an Italian sportive person. Just because of one problem or the other, they left him aside. My daughter also, they left her aside. So what I want to say to the next president, if he's hearing me, or I'm a Nigerian person, I'm from those states data, because this is why I don't come to the panel, because I get very emotional. Excuse me. Okay. I'm a Bendel woman, because the way time we have a Bende. So you were afraid, so I'm a Bendel woman. I have problem with Edo. I have problem now with data together. I have a big problem. My kids here, they are very intelligent. That's why I was saying we have a lot of doctors, we have a lot of engineers, but the way Nigeria are treating this country now, nobody is, how can I say it? They are not good, because what you have at hand is not good. So I want to talk to the future president, sir. I'm begging. My kids, they need them, because if they compete with other people, they win. At the end, they say, okay, select. Nigeria is on the back. Select. Nigeria is on the back. So I want, if he comes up, I know if he come up, our president's future, I'm already calling me, I don't call him excellency, but I'm calling him president. Our president, I beg, look for those, to make a solution to we that in Europe, I'm in Europe, so I can talk to here in Europe, for our solution here. That's just what I wanted to say.
All right. Thank you.
Hello to everybody.
Thank you very much, Vivian Ross. Thank you very much. All we're asking for at the end of the day is a government who cares about the common man, who has the interest of every citizens at heart, a president who loves the country. Okay, thank you very much, Vivian the Rose, for that submission right there. So that brings us to the end of the show, everyone. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you guys for being with me today, and to everyone who gifted us a super sticker. Thank you all so much. God bless you, Mr. CM, Mr. Tunainja, Mr. Alex, Gingerbread Man, Vivian the Rose, Princess Paul was also here earlier. Thank you, Mr. John Oche Ofeli. Thank you so much, Mr. Pansat HG, Amechi Ikyobi, Alexander Gomez, Joseph Oji, every one of you. God bless you. Naomi Bella One. Thank you guys. You guys have been super, super amazing. I'm so grateful for your love, for your support, and your encouragement. Trust me, I cannot do this on my own without your support. God bless you all. I really do appreciate you. May our effort never be in vain, and may the Almighty continue to crown all of our efforts with success. Amen. God bless you. Do not forget to join us same time tomorrow, 5 p.m. Nigerian time, for our discussion like this, and 10 a.m. Nigerian time tomorrow. We're going to be having our newspaper headline reviews, guys. Do not forget to join us there. Kindly like and share. Hey, Alexander Gomez has done it again. You guys, I'm so sorry. Alexander Gomez, thank you very much. Thank you so much for the super sticker right there. Again, God bless you. God bless every single one of you. God bless 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 you. Thank you, guys. Join me tomorrow again, 5 p.m. Nigerian time, for our discussion like this. Do not forget to join us, and please help us to like and share this broadcast so our messages can go viral, so your wonderful ideas and suggestions can be heard all over the world.
Give us Expo for tomorrow. Give us Expo for tomorrow. Expo.
Who they ask me question? Who be that?
I mean, Expo for tomorrow, so that we'll prepare.
Don't worry, we're going to give you guys expo tomorrow. You'll hear the expo tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. Please endeavor to be early, 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Thank you guys so much. I'm super grateful to all of you that is here, those wonderful people on the comments, and the amazing people on the panel, and the wonderful people, the wonderful viewers we have all over the globe. Thank you guys so much. God bless you all. God bless you. May our effort never be in vain. This is Kachi saying thank you all so much. God bless you. God bless you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But before we go, we'll first play Peter Obi jam. Make we jam small before we end the show. Thank you very much, guys.
Anywhere you gonna Peter Obi, Obi for president. All over Nigeria, Peter Obi, Obi for president. From east to south, na Peter Obi, Obi for president. Even the north and west, na Peter Obi, Obi for president. All over Nigeria, na Peter Obi, Obi for president. Mama, papa, they shot Peter Obi, Obi for president. Brothers and sisters, they want Peter Obi, Obi for president. Waiting be the name of Peter Obi, Kola Makeno, Peter Obi, Obi Kererenke, Obi Kererenke, Obi, 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 Obi Kererenke, Nigeria don't suffer, no we small. We don't suffer, no we. Other countries they grow, we just they fall. We don't suffer because we get my leaders, then where they on top. We don't suffer, they're not here because all their families they abroad. We don't suffer, but every 4 years them go on with one story. The same people, the same story. All they know is how to steal our money. Yeah. When we thought all love is gone, God gon' give us P2B. If you like, make you go ask. But you know the test story. Next time and trust that if you doubt them, go verify. Obi get integrity, a man with credibility, vision and dignity. Obi are you humanity. That is why